Wait. I always forget to do this. Welcome to Recognize Real. I got the homie Tia.
Yeah, y'all.
Got the homie. God damn, that shit bright. I got sensitive eyes.
Bruh, it is not that bright.
It is for me.
Like, yeah. Book of
And
Eli.
I just look cooler too. Look. Book of Eli.
Man.
You know I called that movie? I was like, he blind.
Wait, y'all didn't know? People ain't know he was blind in the...
I thought that was one of the twists. Isn't that one of the twists? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
And I know you fucking with me because I definitely knew Eli was blind off the gate.
Maybe I was just slow. But I got my girl Tia. What's up, fam? I ain't seen
What's
you.
good, fam? How you been?
I ain't seen you since before COVID, nigga. Is that the last time I seen you?
Yes.
Man, it's
before
been a
COVID.
couple years. How you been?
I've been good. How
You look
been,
great.
though? Thank you.
You look great. I've been
Thank you.
good. I've just been trying to create. That's all I've been doing. It's just creating this podcast, writing. I stream video games now,
Oh, shit.
like a nerd.
I mean, is it really, though?
It's a lot of fun. I be having too much fun on that shit with my Pokemon and all that stuff.
What you be playing?
Pokemon,
Oh, okay.
Smash Bros.
All right. Ooh,
Jesus,
shit.
before I had I had a PS5, I was streaming Call of Duty.
Is that me?
Oh, it's the too close to the headphones, I guess. Yeah, you don't have to have that.
Ah,
That's
y'all,
a good
I'm a
mic.
little... I'll let y'all know now. I'm a little challenged.
It's all good. That's a good mic, so you don't have to like.
Okay, all right. Never mind. My boy got that fancy.
I sold my PS5 like a month ago.
For real? Why?
It was taking too much of my time, fam. Taking too
Damn,
much of my
that
time.
much? You had to sell it?
That much. I sold my PS5 and quit smoking weed on the same day.
You couldn't just unplug the PS5 and...
No, because it would be like, Jared.
Man, hell no.
Well, not only that, but God of War was coming out. The new Call of Duty was coming out.
Oh, you was about to blow a bag.
I was exactly 2K24.
Oh, yeah, you was about to blow a bag and then be eating noodles for 2 months.
Exactly. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just double down on the shit that's important. And I still got my Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I've been on that Pokemon.
We a little bit too old to just be sitting
All day,
for a
fam.
long time playing the game.
All day.
We gotta fit that bitch in between all changes and shit now.
For real. Oh, I'm saying all day. Like, I wake up 10 o'clock. Hey, y'all niggas on? Hop on duty.
Oh yeah, that's all
till
day,
about
friend.
2. Till about 2. And then them niggas hop off, and I'm on fucking 2K till them niggas on again at like 6. Spending the whole weekend. It was bad, but I've been a lot more productive since.
Well, I'm glad you found help. I'm glad you found help.
But how you been? What you been up to?
I got back in school last semester.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for criminal justice and whatnot. Free the guys.
Shit. Wait. You trying to be a law, like a cop? Or you trying to be like a lawyer type shit? Like,
Defense attorney.
that's dope.
That's why I said free the guys.
That's dope.
I couldn't be the police. First of all, they don't even get paid enough.
That's real.
Second of all, fuck no.
I'd be a dirty cop.
I'd be like, you watch Chicago PD? If y'all watch Chicago PD, I'd be Voight. He the captain. He just do whatever he got to do wrong to make shit right. He do all the wrong shit. But the outcome is positive, and that's what's important.
Huh.
So, yeah, I'd be Voight. So, yeah, he dirty.
Voight?
Voight.
Voight.
Yeah, I think that's his name, Voight. He the captain.
Wonder, I don't know which one's which. I think you're 2. I'm going to turn it down. Can you hear me? Say something. Yeah, you're 2. All right, bet. Hoyt. I thought you said Hoyt. I be watching that Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, his name's not Hoyt. Where do I get Hoyt from?
Is Brooklyn Nine-Nine like some old shit?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the funny shit. with
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm thinking about Reno. I don't know what I was thinking about. I ain't even
Reno
gonna lie.
911. That's a classic.
Maybe that's what I was thinking
With
about.
the nigga with the little short shorts on and shit.
Yeah.
And then that thick ass. Oh man, what's she from that show? Claus.
Oh yeah, Niecy Nash. Thicker than a bolo. Yeah. That lady fine.
Always been thick too.
That lady fine.
Man. So
ridiculous.
I got the homie T. What else you been up to? Okay, so you been back to school. You
Been
went
back to school.
You started last semester.
Yeah.
How much longer you got?
Well, I got some ways. I started eating healthy, working out, getting more active.
I be seeing you. I'm so happy for you.
What else? I'm just enjoying life. You know, like it's been hard. So that's how I just took it. It wasn't hard for me, but it definitely was an adjustment period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like.
Did you have to quarantine and shit?
Nah, you know what? Shouts out to the Most High. I never caught COVID.
Really?
That nigga G caught COVID, and we was like sharing blunts, swapping spit.
Crazy.
Nothing.
I never got it until last Christmas.
Damn, for real.
Last Christmas, I got the vid for Christmas.
Damn, that's a fucked up gift.
And it wasn't that bad.
Oh, you had COVID light?
Yeah, pretty much.
You
I
just
was
like
big
was one
chilling.
of them niggas that was like, I got COVID, but
Big chilling. That's when I was playing the PlayStation. I was
that's
chilling.
what happened.
I was chilling. I think I had like the flu like a couple months before, and that shit almost took me out.
I ain't catch none of that.
Way worse than COVID. Way worse.
Maybe like within the past 10 years, I caught the flu like once. And that's because I was around my partner. And then maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, we was talking about the flu. And that nigga was like, oh, I catch the flu every season. I'm like, bitch, well, stay inside.
Every season.
That nigga caught I was like, you know what? The one time we worked together during flu season, I caught the flu. He was like, yeah, you probably caught that bitch from me.
That ain't right.
Bro, that's AIDS. Every season you gotta go get checked.
You got it marked on his salary. I'm not gonna be able to work this week.
Yeah, that nigga say he catch the flu every flu season. I'm like, man,
that's fucking crazy.
Other than being pre-exposed to him, I ain't get sick. I caught like a little common cold. That was really it.
Flu was bad. I think the worst thing I ever got was that strep throat. That's the worst. I don't wish that on my enemy.
Whatever. That flu that time.
That was the worst thing you ever. That's not. I don't. That shit ain't no joke. It was worse than the vid. It was worse than the vid.
Make sure. I mean, I got my wisdom teeth pulled out, but yeah, the flu.
I haven't had to do that yet.
Man, what? My wisdom teeth was that long.
Is that something everybody's gonna have to do eventually, or?
Nah. So look, mine was like that long, and it grew that way. So I had like a overbite.
Fuck.
So they had to cut them out.
Both of them?
All four.
Was that? Oh, they was all that long?
When that lady showed me
holy shit,
the fucking dinosaur teeth, I was like, where they come from? These are yours, girl. Stop playing.
Damn.
Yeah, they had to put me under to take them bitches.
So what about for like work and shit? Did you have to stay at home at all?
Oh, I was out of work for like 2 weeks. My face was like, when I first got out there, my face was swole. I never had anesthesia before. So like they was like, well, something warm, and I'm already anemic. Nigga, I was pale. Coming from under, my little sister was like, you look like a ghost.
Are you talking about when you got your wisdom teeth pulled?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about during COVID.
Oh, none of that. Nothing. Nothing.
You didn't have to, they didn't shut your job down or nothing?
Nothing.
You was in the trenches?
No, so I work inside the AIG building off of Allen Parkway. They shut the building down, but like, my office is still in there, so I was still going to work, but with nobody in there.
Damn.
It was Cadillac. We wore sweatpants for like a year at the bank.
That's crazy. Yeah, me, I was working with Young G for like a year or two, and we was in the fucking trenches. Niggas was at the counter. We like that nigga G was quick with it. As soon as nigga leave, he come out spraying shit down. Like this shit, bro. This shit was fucking hilarious. We was in the trenches.
Nah, man, we and then my boss, she like a older, real old black lady, so she just was not having it. We shutting it down. You not letting nobody in here. A lady came in the other day, was like she just had COVID. My boss was like, you just had COVID. ma'am, you're gonna have to leave. The lady was like, I did my quarantine. No. She made that lady stand in front of Branch.
So wait, what do you do? If you want to talk about that, I don't know if you want to.
I pimp hoes, babysit, and sell dope out the same house.
Black Dynamite over here.
No, I work at a credit union.
So you give out loans and shit.
No, I do not.
Let me holler at you real quick.
I don't. I answer the phone. I'm a glorified secretary.
That's what's up. I feel like being a secretary easy. You just answer the phone.
Nah, that's what you think. That's what you think.
Where'd that bitch go?
Over there. If you ain't had them sunglasses on, Neo, you would know.
Hey, that's a compliment. Neo's the one. That's fucking crazy. So what else been up? Wait, so you said you went back to school. You was in school before?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That has never done that like that before.
What? I think it's
That
this.
feedback.
I think it's this Amazon chain I have on.
Amazon chain.
Yeah, you know. You know how battle rap. You never been to. All right, so look. Quick story. I went to a battle one time, and the nigga had on fake jewelry, and every time he got close,
What?
it would give
See, look,
feedback.
it didn't do it. So.
Yeah, so it might not be that. But his shit was definitely giving. He had to take it off. We had to pause the battle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is.
You
I don't know.
yeah, it's because it's
the
getting
headphone,
yeah. It's all good. Fuck it. They'll be all right.
I gotta keep it down. My bad. I told y'all I'm a little.
If you want, I'm telling you that stand is
No,
pretty
because I'm gonna
clutch.
hit that. I talk with my hands too much.
I be fucking pounding the fuck out of this
yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
dropping shit and
I'm
stuff.
gonna knock it over.
So as I know you was in the music scene. Like you was fucking with Matt and them when they was doing their rap shit, right? That's when you met them and shit?
Yeah, we was doing well. Not we. Susan Teresa was doing Kickback Sunday at SF2, and I was working there. And he started coming in there when he was signed to OCP. Yeah,
That's how y'all met?
yeah, they was kids.
Yeah.
They were
They
kids.
found their old hard drive with a bunch of videos and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, him, Alyssa, fucking all them niggas was fucking. I was like, that's
Children,
crazy. That's around the time I met them too. I had a couple songs with them niggas.
For real?
I mean, it was off some bullshit, but
Nah, where they at?
I don't have them. Like I told that nigga to send them to me.
Nah, I need those.
Me, John, and that nigga E got a song called Advil and Sprite. And it's
I need to hear that, guys. Y'all want my email?
that shit fire.
Airdrop that shit. I need
For
that.
real, no, for real. I'm gonna tell him to find it. I'm gonna tell him to send it to you. It was about like the next day after a wild party. That's why it's
Okay.
called Advil and Sprite. Why? That is crazy.
I don't know what it is.
That is nuts. It's all good though. I ain't tripping. Did you ever rap or make any music or anything?
I could rap, but I ain't never make no music. I mean, but who can't rap though?
That's real. It's just rhyming. If you grew
You
up
got
listening to
some
Dr.
rhythm,
Seuss
yeah.
and shit, you should be able to rap.
Yeah.
That nigga was on some drugs.
No
just off
facts.
a side, just a sidebar. That nigga Dr. Seuss was
One
on
fish,
some
two
shit.
fish, red fish, blue. Come on, like
You ever seen the niggas read Dr. Seuss like with a beat behind them and shit?
No.
Oh, that shit's fucking hilarious.
Like the Seuss is my nigga though.
Yeah, for real.
Shout
RIP.
out to him.
I didn't know that like he
pivotal moment.
died a long time ago and somebody just like found his like journals or something and made stories out of them or something like that. I don't
For
know.
real?
Don't quote me on that. That
I'm
might
gonna
be
have
wrong.
to look into that.
I might be wrong, but so okay, I had a question. What was my question?
Let's get into it.
I had a question. Oh, you said you went back to school. So how long you been out of school?
Oh, I've been out of school for a minute.
What made you get out of school? You just said fuck it.
You know, life.
Yeah.
Life started lifing. Bills started compiling.
For real.
Nah, not even because I don't really just got bills like that, but just life. Life started lifing. I was just like, I'm gonna get back to it,
Yeah, better shit to do.
and back to it never happened.
Right.
And then SF2 happened, and back to it just was that every weekend. Oh shit. Yeah. So, but nah, man. Now that and I think before I was in my 20s, because I'm 34 now. So
34? I didn't know you was older than me.
old as hell.
Nah, you look great. You look great.
Why, thank you. I just felt like in my 20s, probably I shouldn't have felt like this, but fuck it. I was living. And now that I'm of age, I need to buckle down.
I feel that. I feel like 20s. I mean, I really should have been partying. I was partying hard in high school and stuff, but 20s, I was going hard.
Yes.
And like, I'm 31 now, and I'm just like getting serious. I sold the PlayStation. I stopped smoking. I mean, I'm gonna come back to the weed. I just needed to see. I've been high for like since I moved to Texas back in 2011. I've been high for every day. I needed some clarity, and I want to move up in my company, or not even when I get clean. I'm gonna just apply to random shit and just see what hits.
See what sticks.
You know,
I mean,
maybe,
they hiring.
But I gotta pass a drug test. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, fuck it, I might as well. And I don't really miss it. Like, I miss the act of smoking, like rolling up and actually smoking.
Yeah.
But I don't really miss it. The only thing that's been crazy is these fucking dreams I've been having, fam.
You gotta catch up.
You'd think that being under the influence of something, your dreams would be crazy. Nah, these sober dreams are nuts, fam.
Nah, so what I've heard is niggas, I mean, can I curse? Because I've been niggas.
You can smoke, you can drink, but you can't curse on my podcast.
I've been cursing.
I'm just joking.
I was about to say, whoa, well, start over. Nah, but I've heard once you stop smoking, your dreams, it's like they have to catch up. And they overload.
It's been nuts. That's the only bad thing. I always had crazy dreams, night terrors and things like that. Like, I'll be asleep. Like, I'll fall asleep normal and I'll wake up like sideways or like this way. Like, I'd be having crazy ass dreams.
I didn't smoke for like a week. And probably like the third day I had a wild ass dream. Wow. And I was like, all right, that's it. Other than that, I don't dream. That's how I know I smoke too much.
Man.
I just sleep. Like,
see, I would dream, but like as soon as I wake up, I forget this shit. Now it's like I remember them shits. And like sometimes I don't want to remember them shits. Excuse me. This hoe fire. I ain't had a red stripe in a minute.
I think it might be mine. I thought it was my ring.
Nah, I think it's because like if I do it, oh, maybe not.
I thought it was my ring.
See?
Yeah, okay. I thought it was the Infinity Stones.
Wait, do you have one of them like this?
What you mean?
Are they both like covering your ears?
No.
That's why. It's because one of them's like that and it's picking up. That's what it is. Now get comfortable. Do your thing. I ain't tripping.
There we go.
So crazy. I had a crazy thought today when I was at work. Do you believe or have you heard of the multiverse?
Like Marvel?
Well, I mean, yes, Marvel does it and DC does it, but it's a concept that it's a real concept.
Enlighten me.
So the multiverse is our universe is just a grain of sand at a beach. And all those other grains of sands are different universes.
Oh, yeah.
So you exist in those universes, and it could be the same thing. Like even right now, another person in the universe is saying exactly what I'm saying right now. Or like in another universe, I'm in that chair, you're in this chair. Just different realities. In one universe, you stayed in school instead of leaving school. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So there's actually, I think they talk about this. Did you see the last Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah.
The Multiverse of Madness?
Yes, but
remember Wanda?
I don't really remember too.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure.
It wasn't that good.
I ain't wanted to have the tussle, but
Nah,
it was not good.
It really wasn't. The only good part about that movie was the fact that they had the Illuminati with my boy Professor X and Jim was Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah,
like that was live.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was like, man, this movie's trash. But Wanda did it. It's called dream walking, where you enter the mind of another version of yourself.
Okay.
Right? I was talking to one of my homeboys about my crazy ass dreams, and he was like, maybe you're dream walking, bro. Maybe you're entering the mind. You're seeing what your other selves are seeing. And I was like, I hope not, because some of this shit I've been fucking seeing. Like, I got some evil versions of
These
myself.
niggas is suffering.
These niggas is tripping. And it's crazy because, like, I feel all the emotion going on during these dreams and shit like that.
Damn.
And it sucks. Like, for example, this might sound crazy, but one of the dreams I had was this nigga was, like, killing people. Me. Well,
I'm about to say,
I
this
was killing
nigga,
people. This
GB.
Right. And
himself.
like, I'm like, bro, me right here in front of you am not capable of doing something like that. Unless I had to protect myself or protect someone. I don't think I could ever harm anybody. But like being in my mind and seeing myself do that, it was like, man, like it fucked me up.
To always see like a evil version of yourself, or just like you doing something that you know for a fact, like, man, I would never,
exactly.
Me, nah. It's always wild.
And that shit was like, it was kind of scary because it's like I felt that nigga doing the things he was doing. I felt the emotions he felt, and he didn't feel guilty.
Damn, what if you are dream walking?
Exactly, and I hope not. I mean, that's in a whole nother universe.
Boy, you
I hope
your higher self.
Hey, maybe I be on some shrooms.
He need the sunglasses.
I be on them mushies tough. You fuck with mushrooms?
No, man, I'm a weed only.
You've never done any type of psychedelics?
I've never done any other drugs besides the ones prescribed to me. And this rate, other than that, I don't really fuck around.
I feel that. I've done acid. But I think
I remember that period in y'all life. Y'all always just out here.
Well, I did acid once with that nigga John and that nigga Eddie.
Yeah, that's why I said I remember the period.
But we do shrooms all the time.
For real, everybody doing shrooms now.
That's what I'm saying, but it's natural. It's just like it comes from the earth.
All right, Smokey.
I'm serious. That shroom shit is fucking dope. I think you would love it.
See, the thing is,
you would love it.
I be tripping without extra dope.
That's real.
I feel like shrooms had me on some other shit.
Yeah, it will.
I'm not trying to be on that though.
But do you think it's some other shit like as a bad thing?
No. I just feel like my shroom trip is gonna be
beautiful,
goofy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like ultra goofy.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Man, we be fucking giggling. Like,
yeah,
you know how it was when you first started smoking weed and you was just like anything, like somebody will breathe, somebody will sneeze and you just be like it's like that. It's like
yeah, man, no.
I think if you ever do decide to try shrooms, you should do it with us, with the squad.
If I tried them, I got y'all. But I could tell you what, unless there's snowfall and a nigga about to drug us, it ain't happening, Captain.
Shit, I got some gummies right now. You wanna?
No, I do not. I want to drive home.
I feel you. I'm
gonna be.
This
waiting on the stoplight to turn.
This is what I tell everybody. This is what I tell. You probably would. I tell you what. I've driven on shrooms before.
And how was that?
So this is how it went. I wanted Whataburger. I was here. I did a bunch by myself, and I was like, I really want some Whataburger.
Oh, that's right there.
Right, it's right up the street. So I remember I got
straight up the street.
I got on my car, right, and then I blinked, and I was at the drive-thru.
I don't want that.
I was like, oh shit. And the lady's like, what do you want? I was like, oh, I want so I told her what I wanted. I got my food, right? Put my food in the passenger seat, got ready, blinked, and I was back in my driveway.
Nah, fam. I don't want those trips at all.
I definitely don't recommend driving on mushrooms. I definitely don't.
Nah,
but
bro.
Hey, I'm here. I'm still here, I think.
Yeah, shouts out to you.
I think I'm still here.
Shouts out. Now, you might not be. After all the dreams you had, you might. Are we really here?
Right. I don't know. Are we?
The world may never know.
I saw something that said the physical world doesn't exist. There's way more going on that our minds just can't perceive. and that what me and you see right now is like not even the gist of everything going on right now.
I feel like shit bigger than us.
For sure.
Just in general. I just feel like we are a very, I mean, even in the parts of the world that we know, shit big is bigger than us, like the ocean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Deserts, forests. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
The ocean's crazy. Space. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with those things that we don't know really nothing about, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even discover, what is it, like 75% or something like that of the ocean?
There's parts on Earth we still haven't even discovered.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like
people.
Land.
It's people living that have never had contact with the outside world. So it's like,
you see that white dude that
boy about to get barbecued.
You see that shit? I seen that, and then like you know how you scroll over and there's something else. It was like footage of another guy, and he's like standing, and it's like black and white. It's old times, and he's like standing in the middle. They're all dancing around him and shit. And he's all smiling, taking pictures, and then it goes black, and it goes, "This was the last time this man was seen alive. After they ate him after this or something like that." I was like, "Damn,
like them people
tripping.
are cannibals." They don't know you don't eat people. Like
they probably think, "Oh man, we're gonna get all this nigga's powers and shit."
Man, who knows what they thinking? Because they don't even speak our native language. They was just making noise, but they were talking. Mm-hmm. But to us, it sounded like they were yelling. So yeah, it's like
they ain't never seen the boat before. The clothes you got on, they're like, "What the fuck, yeah, man? That shit
strip him down.
That shit's wild.
Barbecue him, but
barbecue."
But nah, man, just with that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we are so small. So when you put this whole entire, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we are the least important.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of makes you like, and this is something I realized on shrooms, because shrooms made me, like a thought I had or something made me feel really small. And I was like, I'm stressing about bills. I'm stressing about a bitch. I'm stressing about
a bitch.
I'm just talking like just hypothetically. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna let you slide with the bills, but a bitch.
People out here stressing about shit, and it's really like it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's nothing.
First world problem.
Exactly. Like I'm just happy to be alive and just having good people in my life that love me, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's what really matters. All the other shit don't matter
at all.
Even, like, you know, I don't want to be homeless or nothing like that, but even them niggas, like they seem, I don't want to say they seem happy, but they don't seem, I don't know.
They don't have to worry about what we got to worry about, though. Exactly. So, I mean, so you can't really say they seem happy. It's more so,
like, hey, give me $1.
Their issues
I get
are
$5, I get crack rock, and I'm straight.
Their issues are not our issues.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's how I look at it. Like,
I was listening to Joe Rogan.
Okay, I don't really be listening to Joe Rogan.
I listened, it depends on the guest.
Okay.
You know, and you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is?
Yes.
The black space dude. That's what I call him. Space dude. He said a quote from an astronaut that was looking at Earth from the moon, and he said, if I could bring every like world leader up here, you know, the people who start wars and shit, and they can just see the Earth from where I'm at, like they would realize like, oh, that shit is stupid. Oh, that shit is fucking stupid. In the grand scheme of things, like. He said he never felt so small looking down at the world because he could see, you know,
the globe.
Exactly.
The whole, you know, yeah.
And like my nigga Tati said, shout out to Tati. She said, we're all just grains of sand. Like I said it earlier, we're all just grain. This is just a grain of sand.
Bro, that's it.
And when we die, we can't take none of it with us. The
stress, we legit turn into dust.
Exactly. The only thing I care about when I die is that. Not even care about. I just want, like, if I write something, that's gonna be here forever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Like I said that on this pod before. Like, I just, while I'm here, I want to create. I want to do, not just me, everybody. If you have a dream, do it, because on your deathbed you're gonna be having regrets. Regrets.
And I think that's probably why I waited to go to school. Cause so my mom, she had my brother mad young. and all she ever talk about is what she should have did.
Right.
I should have did this and I should have did that. I should have did this. So I used to always be like, I ain't gonna should have did nothing.
Right.
I'm gonna do all that shit. Like I'm gonna do it all.
Exactly.
And so I think, like you said, when I look back, did I do it probably in the best way? I could have probably went to school and wowed the fuck out at the same time. So I could have definitely made better choices. But all in all, I'm good.
You had a good time.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hell yeah.
Still having a good time. But yeah.
It was Denzel. I don't think it's like an original Denzel quote, but he's the one that said it. And I guess because it was Denzel, it resonated with me. He said, on your deathbed, imagine you're on your deathbed and all of the should have beens, all the things you wanted to do are standing around you, and they're pissed. They're pissed because you never let them be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit resonated with me tough. I think I said it on this pod. I said, I don't care if your fucking passion is making dildos.
Well, you better make the best.
Exactly.
With the suction cups on the bottom. You better make the best kind.
Exactly. Do what you got to do to get in that field and make the best sex toy ever made.
Listen, hypoallergenic.
Wait, hold on. They have...
Don't talk.
I guess you'd be allergic to silicone.
Silicone, latex.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, you got
See, I didn't know that.
Natural dildos. Look into it. Got to be a market for that.
Hemp dildos.
Hemp dildos. Yo,
bro,
be wild.
Imagine like finding out that you have that allergy.
Man, the wrong way.
That would suck. Damn. Like, oh, this is great. Wait, hold on. This ain't right.
Why does it itch?
No, I definitely. That's something like when I do like solo episodes too. Like
Okay.
I do these, but the interviews are hard to do weekly.
Yeah.
So I do some solo ones in between and stuff, and that's all I preach is fucking live your fucking dream. Or follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be on your deathbed with your dreams pissed off at you. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
looking down like, see, fam.
Exactly. And if you want to get even like crazier, I think I said this with my cousin. Like, say I write a book, right? And then I pass away. I believe in reincarnation.
I definitely believe in
I believe we come
reincarnation.
back. Little me, next little me comes. That's his favorite fucking book, or that's something, or something I said in the book is something that little nigga needs to hear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that people who create, they create shit like from their past life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like maybe like the creator of Pokemon is from a place where that shit exists in a past life. So when he came to this life, he wrote about it.
You think so?
I don't know. That'd be sick.
I think
and I
people
wanna go
that
there.
create have a vivid imagination.
Yeah, and they have fucked up dreams.
My guy.
You watch Rick and Morty? Have you seen any of the new ones?
Boy, I'm up to speed. Which one you want to talk about? You want to talk about Night Summer?
That was crazy. That one was
Night
crazy.
Summer was wild.
But the one where they go into they pretty much shit on like plot and story plot and things like that. Like, remember they say I'm the Jesus.
Okay,
no
yeah,
God.
yeah.
You know the shit that nigga said when the guy Morty's like, talk through me, and the guy's talking to him. He's like, creativity is like an autism. People with creativity, they're like, I can't even. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
Nah, that makes I could. Well,
He said the true gift is not being creative because you don't have to stress about your creations. I was like, nigga, what? Let me see if I can find it, because that's a deep.
Yeah, I mean, because once you create something, right? I feel like you chase that dragon. It's like getting high.
Mm-hmm.
You thrive to exceed your last creation. I sometimes feel like they don't let things just be what they are. They're always trying to make it better than the last.
That's my problem. Perfectionist. That was my problem. I would write a page or two or three, right?
Okay.
And then how I write is I throw it all on the paper, and then I come back to it and make it pretty. I get it out of my head and I come back to it and make it pretty.
Yeah,
But I keep making it prettier and prettier and prettier. So instead of going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm still working on 1, 2, 3 over and over and over again instead of progressing in the story. That was my
so
problem.
you're your worst critic.
Exactly. And then I think one of my homegirls was like, nigga, it's never going to be perfect in your eyes.
Yeah.
You just need to fucking write this shit. And I was like, you know what, bitch? You right.
You know what, little bitty bitch? You on to something.
What are your fuck? Of course I don't have this shit on here. What are your dreams and goals?
Oh my.
What would
Jeez.
what would be sitting at your deathbed if you didn't do it?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Nothing.
Nothing?
I plan on doing all my dreams and goals.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm not trying to live with no form of regret. And then another thing about that is like my dad, that nigga lived. Like he lived a full life. He's still alive, but like he lived. I'm not living with regret. So nothing. I'm doing it all.
Okay, so what are your dreams and goals then?
All right, so besides criminal justice, one of my biggest goals is generational wealth.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in my family alone, I think besides my mom, she might be the only person right now that's going to pass down something of value that's going to keep the people that bear my genetics or my DNA or whatever you want to call it, bloodline sustainable or alive. And I feel like that's important for people of color, not just black people, just people of color. I feel like that's important for everybody, but people of color, I feel like we lack in that just in general.
For real.
So one of my goals is generational wealth, and that's going to be through land.
Hell yeah.
That's what I plan on. I want to buy a good little pieces of land.
Same. That's the goal. I don't want to have neighbors. I want my neighbors to be miles away.
Yeah, I want to have land, and then another one of my goals is to be self-sustainable on that land. So I've been trying to learn how to farm. I've been looking into that. I've been doubling down on that. Hunting, I'm doubling down on that.
Have you gone hunting?
Yeah.
What's that like? I've never been.
So I went deer hunting.
I feel like I'd be like, I'm so sorry.
Making too much noise to kick you out, bruh.
That's funny.
It was definitely, it's different. Cause you just you literally could sit there for hours.
Oh, my fault. Oh, I found it.
All right.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, deer hunting is cool. You just sit there for hours. That's the only thing.
Jesus Christ, that's loud.
You can sit there for.
You get fucked up?
No, you can't make no noise.
I thought niggas went hunting to get fucked up though.
That's after the fact, but in the moment of hunting, like actually you just sit in the little, I forgot what they call it, but it's basically like a little tent. Mm-hmm. And it's camouflage, and from the outside you can't see in, but from the inside it's like 360 view.
Do you what do you do about the smell?
You bury it.
I'm saying like your smell, because deer can smell like from far away, so they know if you're. I guess you gotta know which way the wind's blowing. And
you don't go out there smelling like.
I guess that'd probably be the way to go.
Gas.
That'd probably be the way to go. Smelling like a fucking
I thought
pound.
You meant like the smell of gutting a deer. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? You just
bury it.
You just deal with it.
I gotta let these ads play, and then we can listen to this quote. But I've always wanted to go hunting, but like I fucking love animals. I'll eat the shit out of an animal, but I fucking, Jess.
Jess.
T and Jess. tall Indian dude.
Oh yeah.
And his little Puerto Rican wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that's a horrible way to explain it.
Tall Indian dude and his Puerto Rican wife
His
just
little Puerto Rican wife. Yeah.
damn.
She took me to this animal reserve, like off of the tollway or something.
And he was like, I'm never killing an animal again.
Oh man, I had like lemurs on me and shit. It was live, and then there was a little stingray, and that nigga was following me around the tank. I know it's because I fed him, and he was like, "This nigga gonna keep feeding me."
I'm glad you got that sentiment. Me, on the other hand,
you don't give a fuck. If it ain't Jack, you.
I'm trying to listen. Animals procreate faster than we do, and more than we do. You know, we can only have one baby at a time.
That's real.
If we don't kill them,
that's real as fuck. That's real as fuck. I just feel like if
they gonna kill us.
If I like ever like had a moment with a cow, if I ever had a moment with a cow, like I've never like interacted with a cow before. Like if I ever like petted one and became cool with one, I think I'd be like, man, every burger I'd eat, I think about that cow.
Now listen, I'm talking cash money shit, like, but the truth of the matter is, I've never been close to animals that I have to eat.
That's real.
Like even deer, I don't eat deer meat. I just went for the hunt to go for the hunt.
You've never had deer meat?
Nah, and I'm not.
That shit fire.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I don't know, fam. It's just something about it. Like I said, I'm talking cash money shit about, but truth of the matter is, I watch YouTube videos of people meeting their kids after being in the military for a long time and cry. So I could just imagine how it would be if I had an interaction with like a cow.
Little baby deer came up to you.
What? Like for real? I'm gonna be mad for the rest of the hunt. Like what?
Hey, deer sausage fire. That nigga Eddie made some deer sausage last weekend. That shit was fire.
My
deer jerky.
People eat deer.
Fire.
I don't eat none of that. Like even though I'm from Louisiana, I don't eat deer. I don't eat alligator. People think because I'm from New Orleans, I'm about to just
fire.
be. Nah, I'm not.
Fried frog legs.
Only gator I want is some boots. With the pimped out Gucci
That's
suit.
more fucked up than eating it.
Listen, I feel like my boots is actually no disrespect because you gonna eat it and shit it out and then that's it.
That's real.
I'm gonna keep the boots. Who's really disrespecting the gator?
You seen that one picture with the nigga that had the snake skin, but it was the actual snakes on the boots.
On the prime time. Can I say cooning? Prime time cooning.
You can say whatever you want. Talk your shit on here. It's open-minded people only. I gotta make an open-minded advisory thing for my shit. That'd be sick.
And I mean no harm. I just want to say that.
Check this quote out. This quote fucked me up because I was on shrooms.
Of course
when
you
I watched this hoe. But like, as a creator, this shit fucked me up.
You're only proud of your creation's success because you want to be creative. But creation doesn't happen through gimmicks, technology, and distribution. It doesn't even happen through work. Creativity is frankly adjacent to mental illness and overlaps with it substantially. A lot of talented people kill themselves and all of them are miserable. The real gift is to be ungifted. And from what I saw in your Green Arrow spec script, that's the gift you were given.
You couldn't have seen that.
I'm Joseph Campbell. I saw it.
The villain was a placeholder.
I said I saw it, Jan.
But nah.
But what he said about the mental illness and like, you know, people being miserable, like you said, they're miserable because it's never perfect.
It's never perfect. They're always trying to please, right? Mm-hmm. Creative people have this thing with, in my opinion, I don't know, / people pleasing, because you're always worrying about what someone is going to say instead of just actually creating. And I think that's what makes creative people miserable. And you think about like some of the most creative people too, like, damn, why would they commit suicide? Robin Williams. You know what I'm saying? You just think about people who, when you look at them and you look at what they create, I always think about, if we love it so much, what the hell did they go through to give us this? We're like, oh, this is so fire. It's so fire. It's like Chadwick Boseman. He wasn't a creative, but that man was sick. But instead of him being sick and actually living in that moment, he was too busy making sure he lived out this fantasy.
That's deep.
And people would talk about how he looked. And instead of him being like, yo, I got
That's deep, and the fact that you brought that up, I've had. That's crazy that you just brought that up because I had a thought about him recently, and I was like, if you think, or do you think that if he would have just kind of chilled,
he would probably be alive? Yeah, because
like you said, he kept working and like
he kept working.
That nigga, that Black Panther choreography, them niggas was throwing hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they
Like,
said in between sets, he would be weak. And then they even showed like after the fact, because the cast knew, they even showed after the fact, like at interviews and stuff, he'd be in the interview and he'd like be nodding off, or he'd like have a moment and be like, "You good?"
oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he probably ultimately took a diagnosis. And me personally, I don't care what the doctor say. I mean, you can give me your opinion, and of course, if you tell me you got X, Y, and Z, and you got these amount of days, I'm not taking your these amount of days. I'll take what you're saying, and I'm gonna fight that. I'm not just gonna lay down.
Right.
I'm not saying he just laid down, but sometimes
he didn't just lay down.
Yeah, but sometimes he should have not laid down, but he should have went and got himself healthy instead of worrying about us and Black Panther and what was that movie he did on Netflix?
The
Ma Rainey,
Two Bridges
and Ma Rainey Black Bottom. He was so skinny in that movie,
right?
Unhealthy.
Because I think stress can cause cancer. If you just stressed out all the fucking time, and imagine how stressed you are on these movie sets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that didn't help. You know what I mean?
It didn't help.
R.I.P. You know why I like Chadwick Boseman? Because he, niggas always play. If it's like a historical movie, it's always a slave. You know what I'm saying? He played positive black roles. Jackie Robinson, James Brown, fucking
Marshall.
Black Panther.
Was he in Marshall?
I don't know. What's Marshall?
Marshall was about the
Marshall. I automatically thought Eminem.
No. It was about the lawyer.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. I never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
He was the lawyer, right?
Right. Yeah. He always played positive, and he's like one of the only ones. I mean,
that's why I don't like to watch a lot of black movies. Hey. How many times you gonna tell us we a slave, bro? Hey. I get it, bro.
Preach.
I'm tired.
I hate black entertainment.
No, I hate it. Everybody's like it.
They either a gangster or they're a slave.
Yeah, no offense. Like the new, what's out right now? Emmett Till. They like you going? No,
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see. I've heard about it. Heard about it. I've been hearing about it every year.
Exactly.
In school, bro. Every February for Black History Month. Right here. Is it very sad? Yeah. Was it not that long ago? Fucking right. Emmett Till could definitely be my mother's age.
That's just fucked.
I don't want to hear about it no more.
And you know what's fucked up about that? I learned about that from a white person in school.
Oh, for real?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I learned about that at home.
Nah, they told me that shit in school, and I'm sitting here like about to throw up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's fucked up. Like,
I learned that in school.
I want to see the Whitney Houston movie, but I only want to see the crack parts.
You only want to see the crack parts?
That's when it's gonna get
so
good.
All you got to do is watch B and Bobby Brown if you want to see the crack parts.
If they have the whole movie and then like at the end it's like there's like a message, then she got on drugs. But I don't want to see it. I want to see Bobby Brown like, hey, you want to try this shit?
But that's not how that went. Everybody just blames Bobby, but like Whitney was already on that shit when Bobby came into her life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like everybody be like Bobby Brown just because he had that persona, but Whitney was already buying hard cocaine, as she like to call it. Like they just gave Bobby that charge because he was Bobby Brown.
That shit's crazy.
But yeah.
But back we got off top. Back to the creativity thing. I think that as a creator, I am a people pleaser. At least that's something that I've recognized in myself, and I've realized that I don't need to be anymore. Of course, I love, and I think sports help me with this. I can handle criticism. Like I'm a people pleaser, but I'm gonna show you my work just because I want to know where your head is at. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, like I send Alyssa a lot of my work because Alyssa's not my target audience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she's going to be very critical, and if she likes it, then
yeah.
But there's another thing. It was in a Stephen King book I read. Which one? The Dark Half or something like that? That shit's crazy. I don't know if you're into Stephen King or not, but that nigga be on some other shit.
I'm a pretty light, happy person.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Christmas
is my favorite holiday. I'm one of them bitches.
Right. What did he say? Fuck, now I lost my train. He said that creativity is it's like a scapegoat from reality, you know. And I had a lot of situations growing up where I needed to escape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's where my creativity stemmed from.
All right.
So that's pretty much like all I do is listen to books because like when I was working with G, for example, that shit sucked. Being out in the elements in that warehouse and shit, that shit was fucking trash. Do you think?
I'm listening.
That shit was fucking trash. Being out in the heat, being out in the cold, and having to do what I had to do. But I had a fucking audiobook in my ear, and I was able to kind of just escape.
Okay.
Like I'm sitting here working, but in my brain, next to this fucking character in this car. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like it was an escape, and that's something I feel like that's where my creativity stemmed from. Is just trying to. My mom had a very toxic relationship.
Okay.
That I
witnessed.
You know what I'm saying? So
shouts out to you for not displaying that behavior because I would have never thought that. High five. This nigga work at the children's gym and shit.
Oh yeah, I don't work there anymore, but I did work there for 8 years.
Yes.
And, I'm just a big ass kid myself.
But still, you know,
if you read my writing, you'd probably be like, yo, because I'll be writing some violent shit. But I like action and stuff. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? But I'd be in my room fucking playing with my toys, making up stories and shit just to distract myself and shit. But, yeah, I'm happy to hear you say there's not going to be nothing around my deathbed. I like that because that's the mentality I'm on right now too.
Yeah,
and I love it, and that's the mentality. It's dope because it's kind of catching fire. Like John's on that shit. That boy Eddie's on that shit. That boy Eddie started writing again. That nigga cold.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know. That nigga Eddie cold with it, and he wasn't writing it. It was making me mad, but I can't. You know, it's his shit.
It's his shit.
But he started writing again, and that nigga cold with it, and it's like it's catching fire, and it's dope. Like seeing your niggas being on the same shit as you.
Yeah.
And I want to be around you more because you trying to get your shit in, and you know what I'm saying?
And I think what's dope about it is that we're still so young in age. Mm-hmm. It's not like we're 50, which is nothing wrong with being 50 and 60. But
it's a lot harder to get started
it's
at that
not,
age.
Yeah, but it's like we're in our 30s and we're like, you know what? I could really do what the fuck I want.
Right.
If I really just put my time and my mind into it. So I think that's fire. I'm excited for everybody.
Hell yeah. I caught myself, I remember I got off Instagram for like a month or two because I caught myself like looking at people's stories and being like, why am I not living that life? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? And I was like, wait, I just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get it.
You know, that's like one of the reasons me and G like kind of broke up because he was looking at like where everybody else was and was just like, we're not there and it's his fault. I mean, he later told me that, which is why like one of the reasons he kind of got depressed, but
you get complacent.
That was it. He was just like, I'm stuck at HEB, whoopty whoop, this, and this. And I'm like, for one, you can't really, for one, nobody on Instagram posts when they fuck up.
Right.
Nobody on the gram like, I took an L today.
For real? No, for real.
No, like, nobody.
Bad bitches. The bitch is always bad. The blunt's always fat. The food's always good.
The food's always fire. Like, it's never the real. It's never the real.
I might make a sacred account. Like, hey, overdrew my account today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like keep it 1,000. Like keep it 1,000. But you know, I'm like, for one, you can't look at what a posting purse because they didn't. First of all, they didn't took like a 99 million pictures to get that one post to look fire.
Right.
And then it's just a post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
After they took that picture, they were back to being
back to reality.
Exactly.
Like back to reality.
That's
so
just fucking. You said two things, and I'm just like, I resonate with that.
Yeah,
100%.
man. I'm like, y'all gotta stop looking at the gram.
And if you feel stuck, It's because you put yourself
It's
there.
your fault.
Exactly. You're there, and then only you can dig you out of that shit.
And that's the thing with us. I'm like, yo, at one point back in the day, and of course there's still like systematic racism, and there's still, things that are put in place to keep people down. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you really, 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 really want that shit, you can have it, and ain't nothing nobody could do for real that could stop you.
And honestly, I feel like, and I think I've said this before. I said this. Did you ever meet Kevin, Matt and Alyssa's brother-in-law?
Yeah, man, Kevin.
White boy. He was my first white boy on this pod. His episode's dropping next week, actually. I told him, I was like, I'm not, because we talked about racism. Because I wanted to talk to a white dude about racism. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, like, I'm not one of these black people with a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah, I don't have that neither.
I feel like, a lot of people have it, and,
For nothing.
For nothing, but sometimes, I get it. I get why some people have it, but, like, I've had so many, like, my mom is a prime example. Single black mother, had me when she was 16 years old. That bitch worked for the president now. I can't call my mom a bitch. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I say it in a positive way. She doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All her friends, fucking my aunts, my uncle, the people that her friends are like married to and stuff, they got money. They doing what they want to do. And they had the same cards that we all get dealt as black people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that shit's bullshit. Like, I understand, like, if you get caught up with the law at a young age and stuff, they definitely keep a nigga down. They gonna nail you. Definitely keep a nigga down whenever you fucked up one time.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely systematic racism. It's definitely microaggression. And not just for black people. I say people.
Did you need another?
Oh, nah, that's the second one. And not just for black people. Yeah. Not just for black people, people of color. I just feel like in general, there's things put in place to hold us back, and I feel that way because, how do I say this without sounding like?
Say it. Talk your shit. Somebody need to hear it.
Nah, I just feel like because the way society is set up, people of color, if the playing field was even, we'd have an advantage.
Right.
Because we're always used to the disadvantage.
Exactly.
So if you give us them same, if we even this shit,
it's not gonna be fair.
It's not gonna be fair.
It's like sports.
It's not gonna be fair.
It's like sports.
Sorry.
What did I see? I seen some niggas playing cornhole on the internet. You ever play
cornhole?
I'm called to that shit. And I shoot like a basketball too. I don't give a fuck. But these niggas was wetting it. Just and then it cut to this white dude. He was like, fuck, that's all we had. That's all we had. And then I seen that one black dude hit that nasty, what's that shit? Disc golf?
Oh yeah, at the Olympics when they beat.
No. That's shit life too. But there's like disc golf, like frisbee golf.
Okay, all right. Nah, I've never seen that.
It's cool. I'm not good at frisbees, but it's some white people shit.
I mean, hey,
and I seen this one. He hit like the longest shot ever.
I'm like Mike Epps. I'm tired of pretending I don't like white people. I'm tired. They're fucking awesome.
Exactly. I've had some dope white people in my life, so I can't really hate. The only racism I've ever experienced is from cops, never from like a civilian white dude.
I hate to say this. I've never ran across a racist police.
Really?
Never.
I don't know if they were being racist. Okay, you tell me if this is racist.
Never.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Did they call you a moon cricket?
No.
You all right then?
A nigga playing Pokemon Go at the park.
You the nigga.
Right.
All right.
A nigga playing Pokemon Go at the park. These niggas pull up on me.
Were they black or white?
It was a white guy.
Okay.
Pull up on me. And they're like, can we help you?
Nah, you pulled up on me, my boy.
I'm like, no, I'm fucking trying to catch this Charizard, nigga. Like, what you mean? And they see I'm playing Pokemon Go. I could see it. And they were like, nerd. But that just seemed a little like all these people here. Y'all
I'm not gonna lie.
Me.
Racist. Yeah, that was racist. You was at the park?
I was at the park.
That's a public domain. Like, damn, I can't sit in the park at the bench.
And there was so many people there. There's so many.
Were you the only one alone?
Yeah, I was alone.
Nah, they basically said big black dude in the park, but that's still racist.
Right, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
nerd.
Damn, y'all. Damn.
One time, this wasn't racist. This is just funny. Me and G riding to work, and he took the slab. He took the
Like.
what the fuck? I can't even think of
The
the name.
Buick.
The Buick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called though? I can't.
La
think.
Crosse, La Sabre,
Why am I?
Regal.
I always draw a fucking blank. But no, it'll come to me. We're in that hole, and we're at a stop sign on Cypress Wood.
Okay.
And the cop pull up on us, and G's like, fuck, it's like 7 a.m. G's like, fuck, here go the bullshit. Nigga, like, roll the window down.
Why?
And roll the window down. He goes, nigga, the cop comes out the car. He goes, nice car, nice color. And just drove off. What the fuck? Why can't I think of the goddamn name of
La
the
Sabre?
goddamn car? No, I can't.
Buick Regal, Buick La Sabre, Buick.
He's going to watch this and be like screaming.
Buick.
Bruh.
Damn, what did he have? I know what you talking about too. That hoe was clean.
He still got
Shouts
it.
out to my nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
He still got it.
My boy be holding.
He got the wine.
What is it? Buick. Damn.
I can't believe I can't think of the name as many times as I've been in this fucking car. And I know he's gonna watch this and he's gonna be like screaming that shit.
He brought.
It's not the LeSabre. It's not the Skyhawk, whatever the fuck Skyhawk
What the fuck?
is.
That's
sounds
some new
fucking live.
shit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
some new.
Oh my God, bro, this is pissing me off. He got like an 80 something. We're not continuing until I find this. I'm about to just text that nigga.
Call him.
I'm gonna call him. Watch, I'm gonna call him.
Excuse me,
what's
sir. What's the name of that Buick you drive?
I'm gonna call him.
Encore.
He not gonna pick up. It's late.
I'm looking. Oh, can he hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hey, dog. Say, dog.
What's up, fool?
You live on the pod right now, bro.
Oh, shit.
Say what's up to T.
Caller number 9. Thank you for calling in.
Say what's up to T.
What's going down? What's going down?
Hey, I got a quick question, bro, because I just drew a blank.
La
bro.
Crosse.
It's not a lacrosse. bro.
Damn.
What is your car model?
The old school?
Yeah. The old school. Nigga got like 5 cars. You got to make sure.
It's the Buick Riviera.
Riviera. We just said everything. We was on this bit. Regal, La Crosse.
I could not think
Come
of
on, bro. You
I
supposed to
know,
know, bro.
I
It's the Rivy game, bro.
John
There's one in your
John got the
garage,
same
bro.
one in the garage. He got the same model in the garage. I forgot. What year's your shit?
Come
though?
on, man. Disappointed, bro.
I know, dog.
I'm not gonna lie, that nigga was like, he gonna watch this and be yelling the motto at the
Hey, I was telling her about that time when the cop pulled up on us on the way to work.
Oh, yeah. You told me to roll the window
He
down?
said, roll the window down. He was like, nice paint job, and then drove away.
Bro, that's abuse of power. Don't scare me like that, bro.
It's so
He told us to roll the window down. I said, oh, shit, here we go.
Damn.
He let us make it, though. That's our game.
Thanks for answering, bro. Because I was fucking.
Yeah, we was over here Googling.
Yeah, and I didn't even see the.
Uh,
All right, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You good, bro? My
Yeah,
My
chillin',
puppy good
chillin'.
over there. She chilling. She being good.
You got a puppy?
Yeah.
She's laying right here on top of me.
Hey, tell her I said what's up.
Daddy said, what's up? She sleep.
All right, fool. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, dog.
Already.
Man.
Yeah, Zeus had puppies.
Oh, yeah, I did
Yeah,
see.
and
Because whatchamacallit and them got one. Thought in them, huh?
Yeah, they got Deuce.
Why
yeah.
you don't have the dog over here? The cat?
Nah. Alyssa works from home Tuesday and Friday,
Okay.
so I drop her off over there just so she can play with Zara and shit, and all that stuff, and hang out with her grandma. Cause Zeus passed away. I don't know if you know this.
No.
Yeah, he passed away not too long ago.
What the fuck happened?
He had a form of cancer. I don't remember which one it was, in his throat, and they had yeah. But it's crazy because we got pieces of him before. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the puppies. Yeah. I thought you knew. Yeah. R.I.P. But I wish you could see. Look,
Zeus, the first dog I ever seen put itself to sleep at a function. I'm talking about, y'all, we used to be lit.
look. I got the girl. The only girl in the litter looked just like that nigga. That's Cora. Yeah, 7 babies.
Nah, first of all, Zeus thought he was a cat. Y'all ever seen a pit bull that think he was a cat? So he used to do cat-like shit. Like, right?
Hell yeah.
But he also would, like, try to lay across the top of the couch.
Yeah.
And then he, like a cat. You know what I'm saying? He grew up with cats.
He's one
But
of the
out of all that, the
best dogs.
funniest shit Zeus would do is we would be having a full-on function. The function be functioning. That nigga would put himself to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'd be like, all right, y'all. And go in the bag. He'll, on his way back there, he'll look back. Like,
He was the best boy. I'm just glad we got a piece of him. And that's another reason why I drop her off over there. Just you know what I'm saying? Because they got. Did you ever meet Zara, the other pup?
I haven't met no dogs.
You
Just
ever met
Zeus.
Zara? They got another little chunky thing, little pit bull. So she go over there, play with them, and they just run each other ragged and shit. I be telling you, going over to your grandparents, going to your grandmas. So
Damn.
yeah, that's heavy. I'm gonna drink one, take a sip for my boy.
Hey, you fucked me up with that one.
I thought you knew, but that's right. You ain't
Yeah, I
seen
had-
you in a while.
You know Jack, my first dog?
Ever?
Yeah,
Like your dog?
ever.
You didn't have one?
My mom was black. She didn't play that shit.
My mom was like 2. I had hella dogs. I had one dog.
Nigga said hella dogs, then went from hella dogs to one dog.
I had one dog. I've been around dogs my whole life.
I ain't been around them. None of that. Jack was my first dog.
How old is he now?
Jack, like, I don't know. It might be 3. You know, I got Jack from the pound. My boy was a rescue.
Oh, so he was in a puppy when he got him.
Nah, yeah, he was already like 2.
Did he have
1
any
or 2.
any skills? Like, did he already know how to
So,
potty train and all?
Blessed. I got my boy potty trained.
That is a blessing.
He don't chew on nothing.
Lucky.
He don't. I don't have to trick him to take medicine. I could give him a pill. Like, here, nigga, just take a dry ass pill and chew it.
What?
Yeah, I got
Gotta
blessed.
get cheese or something.
Now I ain't gotta give my boy Nathan.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, man, yeah, man, I've been knowing you for a minute.
Yeah.
When I met
I've been knowing you probably just as long as me and G was together, and that's been 8 years for sure.
When I met you, I was in a relationship.
Yeah, you
That's how long.
was.
Yeah,
But that one chick, me ain't like none of her friends.
I didn't know that. But hey, I've been knowing you that long.
Remember her friends came to the house party and didn't bring nothing that one time?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of shit from a lot of times.
Is that the same girl? What? The chick you used to work with at the gym.
Oh no, that was somebody different.
Yeah, see, that's the chick. That's the first girl I remember. The one
Oh
before
wait,
that.
no, I worked with my ex at the gym too, but I think you're talking about somebody else. I think you're talking about somebody else.
Y'all used to
Yeah.
stay at the spot together.
Oh, then yeah, that was my ex.
Yeah, yeah,
That was my
yeah.
ex.
Remember her homegirls came to the house party and didn't bring nothing?
My house party?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember.
They
Yeah,
came
yeah.
empty-handed like a hoe.
That's funny. But that's how long I've known you. I've been single for like 6-7 years now.
Damn, for real.
Hell yeah.
How was
been
that?
Thugging it. It's been very good. I'm not stressed. I'm got my peace, and I will never get in a relationship again if it compromises my peace.
So, do you think women are stressful, or do you think that the woman that you dated was stressful?
Oh, I don't think it was. I think, well, when I was with her, I was in a bad place.
Okay.
I was in a bad place. I'm not saying she put me in that place or anything.
You were in a bad place.
I didn't love myself. I was a people pleasing. And
Okay.
because she wasn't happy, I wasn't happy. and then that energy was just
transferring back and forth.
Exactly. But what was the question?
I was asking. You said you're less stressed,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You at peace. So I was wondering, is it the relationships in itself or the women that you dated?
It was me.
Okay,
it was all me. I was in a bad place. I didn't
Accountability
love myself.
king.
Right. Yeah, no, I didn't love myself. Now I love myself so much that if I get a hint of stress, I'm like,
shouts out to you.
Like, how am I? I was just talking to John about this. I'm like, how am I going to fuck this up so I can get out of it?
I feel like relationships should not be stressful.
Right.
Are they work? Yes. Definitely. Y'all two different people. Y'all going to have to work through some things. But ultimately, your relationship is supposed to be like that one bond that you have that you're supposed to be able to go to for peace or just for whatever that may be. So because of that, I just feel like it should never be stressful. Exactly. It might be some work sometime. You know what I'm saying? But stress, never.
I don't think if you don't love yourself, if you're not completely in love with yourself, like alone, then you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like two people in a relationship, it should be like, I'm me, I'm an individual, I love myself, I'm not going to change anything. And I'm not going to try to change anything about the other person either.
Right.
We should just be kind of coexisting and trying to level each other up type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense?
Right.
Like,
so when you say change, right, do you mean like, because for instance, you haven't been with someone in how long?
It's been like 6-7 years.
6-7 years. So let's say you get with this chick next year or a couple months from now, and then y'all decide to start dating. You might not know or you might not remember some of the things that go with dating. And she might be like, oh, you don't give me, I don't know, like women, like we like reassurance.
Oh, I'm all about love languages.
Oh, okay, I'm just,
when I say change, I'm saying like,
because you know they got some dudes who are like, listen, I'm just not like that, and it's just not gonna work.
No, I definitely believe in love languages, and I'm gonna try to speak your language. Oh, that was deep. I might write that down. But like, I'm not gonna
language, bitch.
Like, I'm not gonna stop doing what makes me happy. Like, as far as
I think that's so sad.
Podcast. You know, like, oh man, you want more on that podcast more than you with me. You should be supporting this one.
I hate chicks like that.
Exactly. Oh, you smoke too much. Like,
I don't like nobody who wants someone that's up their ass.
That's what I mean.
24/7.
Exactly.
Do we need to cake? Of course.
Right.
Yeah. All that's great, but at the same time, I like you for the things that you were into and who you were.
Exactly.
Now I want you up my ass. No, ma'am.
You shouldn't lose your individuality in a relationship. You shouldn't lose your You shouldn't lose yourself in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that's partly why I'm single, because before I would just be all in. You know what I'm saying? I would lose myself trying to make you happy. I don't think that'd be the case anymore, just because, like I said, I've these 6 years I've gotten to know myself.
Okay.
Like, I'll go to Denny's by myself right now. And
I go to the movies by myself.
I go to the movies by myself all the time. But there's people out there that's like, that's weird.
No, it's not.
Yeah, man. That's probably why I'm single. Like, I've been fucking with girls every now and then, like, but it never really got serious. And that's definitely my fault too. I definitely keep people at arm's length.
Okay.
But I'm an overthinker. I'm definitely jealous.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what? I can't be jealous because I know too many men.
What you mean?
So I have more.
Elaborate.
I have more homeboys.
Oh, so
than I have homegirls. So I don't have the. Am I jealous?
Gotcha.
Yes, but I hold that shit in because I can't. I don't have the room for that.
Mm-hmm. I think the overthinking, it's like what you said. It's like reassurance.
Yeah.
Like, just help me with this. Like, I'm thinking crazy. Help me not think this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let me ask you this: do you think this is actually one of my questions? Because
we've been talking for how long? Ain't asked not one question.
That's so much fun. Like, the fact I wasn't, like I told you when we were talking. Like, I'm not worried about this.
Okay.
I gotta have points for other people. I knew I wasn't gonna have.
We was gonna vibe.
So, do you think being single as long as I've been is a red flag?
No.
I've had women tell me like, "You've been single that long?" Like, yeah, I'm not just jumping in and out of relationships. I feel like that's a waste of fucking time and energy.
That's a waste of time and energy. And I just think now people look for red flags too fast. It's like it's like a thing now. People want to find out what's wrong with you.
Right.
Relax. Just get to know me, and then we can go
I'll
from
show
there.
you my crazy lady.
Yeah, like what? Nah. Get to know me instead of just trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I think people go into relationships now, or just anything, trying to figure out like, oh, what you up to. And I think that's what things start to go left, because nothing's really necessarily happening genuinely, because you're too busy trying to figure out, oh, what's his game, what's her game.
It's trauma though.
Yeah, you think so?
It's definitely trauma.
Man, I don't know, they had some shitty relationships, but I'm still like, I'm gonna love again.
That's real. But you a whole nother breed, fam. You another breed.
I wouldn't say that. I love on the low.
That's
on the high. Like
a red flag to me is somebody looking for love. Like when I be on like Bumble, and I got kicked off Tinder. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Man, what for what? What you did?
I didn't do anything. I swear I was on Tinder swiping one night, and then the next day I was off that bitch. And they never gave me an example. They never gave me a reason.
It's this dude named John who we match like all the time. And he every time he messages me, he always be like, I want to rail you from the back. And I'm like,
holy shit.
Why have they not got rid of you?
But me, I'm just over here keeping it real. And like,
bro, I'm like, why they don't get rid of you? That nigga said they do. I just keep coming back.
How many phone numbers he got?
How many phone numbers? How many email addresses? I'm like, does this work for you?
I've tried to get back on Tinder. They're like, nah, nigga, we know your number. You got kicked off. I'm like, can you tell me why? Like, do I need to
Bro,
call?
you're not missing nothing.
I know. It's just fun to swipe. It's just fun to swipe.
It is. I'm not going to lie. That's addictive to me.
Yeah.
Just.
I feel like God. I'm like,
Ew.
but nah, I be seeing. I'll swipe left if a girl's saying looking for love, looking for a relationship, because I feel like, man, this is crazy. I was just talking to this chick today, and she was like, "Why aren't you looking for something serious?" I'm like, if you look for something, you settle. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm looking for love, the first thing that glitter, I'm gonna think is gold, and then I'm gonna be very
whole time is shit.
That was a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Whole time is shit.
I just feel like that's why, and I think that's a red flag. Like, this is a fucking dating app. Like, you're just supposed to be
dating.
Before you have any type of relationship, there's got to be some kind of foundation.
You know what's a red flag for me? When dudes be like, let me come over. And I'm like, you just met me. You want to come to my home?
What?
First of all, you want to come where I live. You don't know if I'm crazy.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you're crazy, but most importantly, you're coming in my setting.
That don't make no sense.
You gonna get in here and I ain't gonna have no doorknobs. Now what's up?
That's fucking weird. Like, I definitely, and I've been on some bad dates too. But you definitely gotta meet up somewhere first. Like,
man, yo, they always
if a
want
girl's
to.
down to come kick it, the first, like, we talking for a couple weeks, and the first thing you want to do is come over. That's a red flag. That's weird.
So this guy that I'm dating now, him and a girl, like a girl he went on a date with Tinder, she came to his house, and he was shocked that she wanted to fuck. He had to call the police on him.
What? See?
I'm like, what you shocked for though? Like, she came to your house. She was coming to bust it open.
That's fine. And you know what? If you throw it at me, I'm gonna catch it. But I'm not gonna take you serious after that.
At all.
It's not gonna be.
And that's what I hate. Bro, that's what I hate.
Make
like,
a nigga work for it.
On any spectrum, like whether it be male or female, if you throwing dick around, if you don't get your easy, sleazy ass away from me.
If you just giving it up to me, like, who else you give it up to?
Don't get me wrong. I might catch it.
Right.
But then, like, stop talking to me.
Right.
I know you.
And if it was good, I might hit 2-3 times.
I'm not even doing that. I'm not even doubling back. Thank you. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
I'll tell you one thing. This chick, she's actually become like a good friend now. But
I hate that, man.
But it's cool though. Even if we stop fucking, I feel like we still chill.
Y'all
You know what I'm
still
saying?
chill.
She cool as fuck. But the first time we kicked it, what'd she say? First time we kicked it, I
Pull
hit.
your dick out.
No. First time we kicked it, I hit. And I remember the next day, she was like, what'd she say? And I was like, this shit fucking funny. She said, come crack my, what'd she say? Come crack my back like a glow stick or some shit like that. And I was like, okay, this bitch funny. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'll be back.
But she cool as fuck. But like most of the time, I remember I went on a date with this chick, and the date went like it wasn't that good, but she still wanted to come back and fuck, and I hit. But then I, Caspered that bitch.
Stop being so desperate, ladies.
Like,
Stop being so desperate, people.
you know what's crazy? And then I might get some flack for this. I don't know. But you know who be the easiest?
Who?
Single moms.
Oh yeah. I heard they be passing that pussy out like samples at Sam's on a Sunday.
Those are the ones with their looking for a relationship on their body.
I heard they be fucking in the minivans though on the low.
I'm too big for car sex now. I'm not in high school no more.
Now you could definitely have car sex in a caravan store
It
and
need
go.
to be a Tahoe or something.
You can have car sex in the caravan store and go, cause all the seats in the back fold into the bottom of the van.
I got a bad hip. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me on this.
I feel like if a girl was like, "Can we have sex in my car?" I'd be like,
Damn, I was with it until I wouldn't.
I got a whole house though. Like, can we just go to my crib? I'm glad you said that's not a red flag because I really feel like I have the worst luck with females. Like,
So the guy that I'm dating right now, he ain't been with nobody in like 6 years or some shit like that. We get along well.
see, because he had a lot of time to know himself.
But I also am a person that has always understood that you need to be an individual and you need to be yourself. So I let him do his thing. And, like, I'm not trying to infringe on your life at all.
You a different breed, fam. Because a lot of women are just like controlling.
I'm not trying to. I'm not your mother. I'm not trying to control nothing. You a grown ass man, right? Act like it.
Man, let me tell you how bad my luck is. I met this girl. You ever heard of Jigsaw?
I be seeing that shit on.
I seen it on TikTok and I was like,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and see what's up with this shit. I don't give a fuck. It's actually kind of dope. So how it works, here, I'll show you. How it works is, look. God damn it. There
So
we
what
go.
you like? Talk to people in the puzzles?
And then the puzzle falls, so you can't see their face. You can't see their face. And then as you talk to them, a puzzle piece falls off every message that you send.
Oh shit!
So one chick on there I was like, oh, unmatched.
Damn. But did you like her up until?
Oh, the conversation was cool.
That's how it's a.
The conversation was cool, but like,
So here's what I hate to say this, right? But here's a theory that I've kind of came up with, right? If you can just walk up and talk to anybody, you're hella charismatic, right? And that's good. But typically, hella charismatic people sometimes don't be the best looking. And that's because they don't have the luxury of walking in the room and shutting the fuck up.
right.
And just standing there and people being like, hi.
Right.
I've seen it. I've seen men like hold doors for fine bitches and then will not hold a door for like will let that at my job, bro. At my job, chivalry is dead. I'm talking about I've seen a lady drop something in the hallway. Niggas will walk smooth over her old ass.
That's fucked up.
But let it be a fine bitch.
That's fucked up.
I got you. And I'm like, dang.
I treat everybody the same. I hold the door open for men. Like,
I ain't holding no door for no grown ass man. I'm not. No, I'm lying.
I'm
I do.
saying, if you right behind me, I'm not gonna be like, bitch. close the door real
Bro, they are
quick.
terrible at my job.
I feel like we gotta start treating bad bitches bad because they get what they want all the time.
I feel like we need to start treating everybody accordingly.
That's real. Everybody gets treated.
You
the
know,
same.
bad bitches sometimes have bad attitudes, and we can't be rewarding
So
that type of behavior.
let me tell you about this luck I have.
Yeah, enlighten me, because I remember we was talking on
She
the gram, and you was telling me how your Tinder The luck was terrible.
So I get catfished all the time.
What?
All the time. And like, I like big bitches. I like women of all sizes, right?
Catfished?
So if the last one was so bad, Tia, I'm looking around for her and she's right in front of me.
She's like, hello. You like, how you doing?
What's up? I'm looking for somebody.
Me.
Like, Jared? How you know my name? But like, I'm not gonna be a hoe. I'm not gonna be like, fuck, and leave. Like, I'm still gonna show her good time and shit.
Nah, you too nice. Because I would have been like, ma'am.
I just don't get it. Like, be yourself. I'm a big guy.
False
and
advertisement.
I show a big guy. I show my size on my pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. But let me tell you about this luck. The girl that I met on Jigsaw that was actually she's actually really cute and like cool as fuck. We be playing iPhone games and shit. I'm not gonna stop talking to her. Well, I don't know. It's still kind of iffy.
What happened?
So everything's good. We've been talking for a couple of days, and then today she's like, "I gotta tell you something." And I was like, "Oh damn, here we go." I even said I was like, "Uh-oh," and she's pregnant. She's with a nigga, or she was with a nigga. The nigga was an asshole. And they're not together no more, pretty much. And she's pregnant and having the baby in March.
Go focus on your life.
Like,
Get off here.
So I told her, that's real. Like, why? But I told her, I was like,
Shouldn't you be
I
buying
appreciate
a
you telling me
plethora of
that.
diapers and shit right now?
Okay, well, I mean, I don't want to put all her business out there. We can talk about there's a whole other side to it, but I'm just like, just my fucking luck. Like the one
chick I
like she's cute and we're having good convos and shit and whooping her ass and iPhone games and shit. Bitch pregnant.
I matched with the dude. We was vibing, and then I think I might have seen a video. He was a cop. I think I might have seen a video that said police are the most married niggas around, and I was like,
married niggas.
Yeah, so like if you meet a cop, 10 times out of 10 they don't have on a wedding ring or whatever, so you don't know that they're married. And by them being cops, they're typically
the biggest cheaters.
So I was like, so I just asked. I was like, "Are you somebody's husband?" And he was like, "No. Why would you ask me that?"
No, of course
and I'm
not.
like, "Cause man, something just crossed my thing and it made me think about something. Like you just be dry disappearing. Like he'll text me and then disappear." And I'm like,
That's funny.
He was like, "No, why get married?" I ain't talked to that nigga since. I'm like, I'm not trying to be on nobody's Facebook. I'm like, if that's your vibe, I'm definitely not judging you. I'm not doing it. But you know what I'm saying? He's like, "No, I'm not married. I ain't talked to that nigga since. We supposed to spend some time over my vacation together."
Would you date a cop though?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
know if I would. I'd be doing too much drugs. Well, shrooms and weed.
I don't mean nothing.
As long as they don't. I feel like if I fuck her over, she's gonna fuck me over.
I mean, would I date a cop for fun? Yes. Eventually, though, and I'm gonna have to stop smoking weed.
Why? See, fuck that.
Because I'm going to school for criminal law.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about because of the cop. Gotcha.
Nah. So eventually, it'll be my life, anyways. So
I just think it's funny because the girl I told you about, the one that let me hit, the one that cracked my back like a glow stick, she thinks I'm in a relationship. I'm like, I'm not. She's like, because I won't I kind of keep it at arm's length. But that's just how I am. Like,
yeah, keeping shit at arm's length is one thing, but when a motherfucker be like, send you a text message and then you text them back, and then they text you and then you text them back, and then that shit turn green.
Yeah.
And then the next day they're like, "Oh, I carpooled to work."
What does that have to do with you texting me back?
Bitch, you ain't got no car charger. Like y'all ain't had no chargers at the precinct. Yeah. You got what you don't have. You got a different phone that don't take USB iPhone. That's it. You only got 2 charger options in 2022. Are you out of that bitch? I'm like, you somebody's husband.
She thinks I have a whole wife and kids. I'm like, I don't. I just don't like. If I'm gonna fuck with a chick, I want to fuck at your house. I don't know. I don't like having people in my space.
You don't like having people at your space?
Not unless you my nigga. I mean, she my nigga too, but like, I don't know.
I'm like that though. I be busting it up. Well, not lately, but you know, I don't really just be fucking at my house. Why would I do? I have nice things. What if you steal?
If you got your own crib, I'd rather just come to your house. I be at my house all the time. I want to go to your house.
You know what it is for me? Like, people in the past have taken things from me, not necessarily from my home, but just like, I have a lot of shit. I collect a lot of things, and I don't use stuff all the time. So I'll go to look for something and shit'll be missing. So
That's not cool.
Not the vibes at all. So that's kind of my thing. I'm like, you can't come to my house, nigga. You might steal. People like to steal from me.
I got issues with trust as well. That's probably part of it too.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, it's from as far back as I could remember. Motherfuckers always steal shit from me. Like,
that's fucked up. What kind of shit you collect? Like shoes and shit?
Shoes. So I have addictive behavior. So when I like something, I OD on it or that's whatever. Real. So like, for instance, like this little backpack I got down there, I got like every color and shit, different designs and shit. So I'm that type of person. Vinyls, I got a bunch of them.
But that's live.
So, and I've always been like that, even like as I was younger. Like
I thought you were saying like you're like a hoarder or something.
Oh no. I'm also a neat freak, so it's no hoarding. But I collect things that I like, and nice shit. It's not just like anything. So because of that, I might have like 50 or something, and then go to look for it one day, and be like, "Damn, what my shit at?" Yeah, like what the fuck?
That's not cool.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, I just like my space, man. She cool. I'd probably have her over one day. Damn, she gonna watch this. It'll still not be over. This ain't gonna come out from
no time soon.
I don't know. I'm just weird. Like the last chick that I fucked with, and we got kind of serious for a second there. She came over a lot, but she came over because she had kids. So she needed an escape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was an escape, so that was cool.
Men are such simple creatures, though, because, like, once something happens or once y'all get set in something, that's it. This dude I talked to now, he don't like the bed. He likes to sleep on his couch.
He don't like the bed. I think he said bed. Gotcha.
Nah, he don't like he likes the bed. He's actually pretty good at it. But he don't like beds, so he only sleeps on the futon.
Huh.
And his room, he has a bed. He don't ever sleep on that joint.
Huh.
And finally, I'm like, why? He's like, I had bad luck in that one time. And after that, I was just like, fuck it.
Bad luck on the bed?
Yeah, after that, he's just like, fuck it.
What does that mean?
He said he gonna tell me the story. I was like, nah, I'm good. He was about to tell me, and I was like,
I want to know.
I don't want to know.
Tell nigga, hit me up and tell me the story.
He will.
Oh, man. All right. Let's see. We talked about some of this stuff. We talked about before COVID. I wrote down the red flag things I wanted to ask you. Being single for 6 years is a red flag.
I don't think that's a red flag.
Thank you, because I don't think it is either. It just means I know what I want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
I mean,
it ain't you. No,
there's nothing wrong with being content with being alone.
Okay, so let's get to the basics. And you actually started talking about this in the beginning, but I stopped you. Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. I left New Orleans, Katrina.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school.
That episode of Boondocks is so funny. That shit's so funny. But it's crazy because a lot of my grandma's from Louisiana.
Okay.
And I got a lot of family. Was it Lake Charles? Is that a spot?
Yeah, they cook out there.
That's where my people from, and they all here now because of
Katrina.
Exactly. So they're all closer now. Shout out to them. Shout out to Courtney. Love you, cuz.
I thought you about to say shout out to Katrina.
No.
Hello?
So wait. That was what, 2006?
2006, yeah.
So you've been here since, huh? So you went to high school and shit out here or what?
Went to Westfield.
Oh, shit, my cousin went to Westfield.
I went to Westfield when they was on the news for them riots and shit.
Oh, shit.
That was my year.
Nigga, did you go to Westfield with Eddie's cousin, with Rob?
If Rob went to Westfield
he probably, because he talked about the same shit on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. We went to school together then.
I wonder if you know my cousin CJ.
Wait, you know what? Now that I'm looking at Rob, I definitely used to see that nigga in the hallway.
You know Rob. You met him before.
Yeah. I met him before at Selena's birthday party though.
Yeah,
Her first, what was her first birthday party at the park?
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
be seeing Rob on Eddie Instagram and shit. Rob, I probably definitely seen him in the hallways.
You probably know my cousin. I don't know my cousin's IG. My cousin CJ Clarence. Shouldn't say his government on here, but fuck it.
CJ Clarence Jones.
What was Kid Tia like?
Oh wow.
These are the questions. These are the riveting questions.
Kid Tia wanted to change her name to Rosebud.
Elaborate.
Kid Tia, as my daddy would say, was a motherfucker. I was a good kid. Let's start there, right? My mama didn't fuck around with the fuck around. So, as far as like getting in trouble in school and just making bad grades or some shit like that, or just being bad at home, that wasn't in the cards at all. She was like, mama used to like whip your ass and then make you kneel and uncook rice. And hold an encyclopedia over your head in the corner and put your nose in the corner.
Damn.
After the ass whooping too, like.
Damn.
So, I wasn't bad like that, right? But she also gave me the room to like just be a free kid and express myself. And I was a kid, so you know how that went.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a well, not wanted. I was a tomboy for a long time. So
what is a tomboy? Is this a girl that likes baggy shorts and
tennis
shoes?
I had it terrible. I wore one earring and sagged my pants. Yeah, I had it bad, and I had this obsession with Iverson. I used to wear Iversons all the time.
Hey, I was the GOAT.
And I used to have straight backs with the and one, but
You used to have the cornrows.
what
Hey.
with the Iverson jersey? I was legit.
Speaking of, I need somebody to cornrow my hair every now and then. That'd be dope. Hit me up. Do you not cornrow? Hold me down. Damn.
Dreadlocks, I got you.
I saw some shit about Iverson recently. If I'd known that you were a fan, I would have sent it to you. But it was like, that nigga was partying hard. And then like they said for 2 weeks he stopped drinking and shit. And those were the worst games he ever had. So he started drinking and shit again. The day after he partied, the nigga dropped 50 piece. Over and
Some
shit.
people be conditioned to that type of lifestyle,
For real,
which is crazy.
For real. That shit's dope, man. That shit, look, I don't judge.
That's like Chad Johnson. That nigga eat McDonald's. How?
See, that's some real shit though, cause that nigga's fit.
Floyd Mayweather, they love McDonald's.
Right. And they fit. Like, that's like me telling somebody who smokes cigarettes that that's bad for you. Nigga, I'm overweight. I can't talk shit about them.
At all.
A swole ass nigga smoking cigarettes is equally as bad as me
Being overweight,
being
yeah.
overweight. Like, I can't tell nobody shit.
Yeah.
Them niggas are fucking NFL athletes. You can't tell them niggas shit. Eat your McDonald's.
Eating Big Macs.
Man.
Them hoes don't even taste the same no more. Like,
Nah, I had a Big Mac recently and I was like, this shit trash. I'd rather have it hot and spicy.
I get double cheeseburgers. Like anything, but I'm not getting no Big Mac. That's a waste of money.
Yeah, that shit trash.
And then Whataburger, so
Whataburger fire.
as fuck.
Hey, I found this new spot, this barbecue spot off Rayford.
I only eat barbecue from Burns. Have you ever had Burns barbecue?
Yes, it's like if
Don't
Burns
lie.
is here,
Okay.
Burns is here, that hole right here.
As long as you ain't never like try to.
No,
Okay.
it's like right here.
You sure about that?
Maybe like
Now you playing.
I
I'm going
swear,
tomorrow.
It's good. I promise. I brought you. So let me tell you how I found out about this spot.
Text me the Addy.
I got you. I'll go with you tomorrow.
Nah, I'm going tomorrow. You just put
I'll ride with you.
you just put your fingers together.
I will ride with you. I will go with you. John will ride too. Look,
Nigga said we all going.
I'm down because I've been wanting to go back since I went.
Nah, yeah, we going.
It's I found out about it from a white dude, old white dude.
They always be
You want some good barbecue? You know what I'm saying? And I'm a believer, old white nigga telling me
About some
you know what I'm
Texas
saying?
barbecue. This is their
If
land.
he told me some Mexican shit, I'd be like, get out my face. Old white nigga, get out my face. You don't know nothing about no Mexican. But he know, like you said, they know they shit.
Yeah, they know barbecue, but they love Tex-Mex. I hate that about them.
This spot, it's in a neighborhood. Like I've driven past it so many times, I never knew it was a restaurant. The backyard is like they got tables and shit in the backyard. Like,
Oh, this shit slap. It look like a house.
it looked like a house, fam.
Sign me up.
I look, if you serious, I will go with you tomorrow.
We're going.
I'm down. It's right off. I'll drive. I'll scoop you.
Let's go.
They got a
I stay right there.
they got a brisket burger
I stay close to over there.
over by Rayford.
Yeah, I stay. I'll tell you later. I was getting ready to say. I stay out.
Look, that shit was fire. I don't know why, but the brisket burger, they smoke it and do everything, and then when you order it, they sear it, and that shit.
They not open right now.
Nah, they close early.
Damn.
They close early.
I mean, when
Family owned spot.
you serving brisket burgers like that, you close early.
The family spot. The owner like talked to us, asked us how everything was and shit. Like it was dope.
Oh yeah, we
Third
gone.
Coast Barbecue. Shit was fire. Like Burns is right here. That whole like right under Burns.
Okay, cause Burns.
Because Burns is a trip. This is right up the street.
That's what I'm saying. Burns is a trip, and I gladly take that bitch. Roll a blunt for there, and roll one back.
Burns fire. That nigga G put me on Burns.
Burns is delectable.
Look, we getting off topic again.
Texas niggas. Y'all gonna talk about some barbecue.
Talked about that. Haven't seen. We talked about a bunch of this already. We talked about the dreams of golf. We actually been talking about this shit without me even.
Looking at the.
That's perfect.
That's fine.
Do you still be playing Call of Duty on the phone
Yeah,
religiously or what?
religiously.
Why don't you stream it? Actually, I don't know how that works on the phone.
Nah, it's possible. I actually said I was gonna start doing that next year.
Would you just like screen record or what? How do
So you can't. From what I've been seeing, you record. It looks like you're gonna need two cameras because you could either screen record, but if you wanna do the commentary, then
Right,
you
have
have
your
to
voice.
screen record and yeah. So
Huh.
yeah, it's not that hard though.
So you would just have to have your phone and then have another camera like over
Over,
your shoulder
yeah.
type shit. Do it. Hey, streaming is fun. Did you see any of the shit I posted from my streams?
No, I don't really. The only stream.
That whole reclines if you wanna.
Oh no, I'm good. The only stream that what do I watch? Besides Plastic Patty, which
That sounds
is
familiar.
Plastic Patty,
That sounds familiar.
I watch his stuff. But other than that, that's really it.
You be talking shit while you playing?
No,
I'm saying like not even like not on like.
I mean
the
I talk
microphone, but,
shit.
like,
I talk
that's
shit.
the shit that's funny.
I don't talk shit because it's kids.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
fuck that.
No, yeah, no.
Them kids be dropping all kinds of N words and shit.
No, I only run across little kids, and I just
Oh
can't.
man, them kids are the worst on Call of Duty. But that was the funnest shit. Like I'd be playing with my boys, and like I wouldn't even post it because of the gameplay. It's just the shit that was being said while we're playing was just fucking hilarious.
You know what? I don't be playing with people like that because most of my friends play Call of Duty like PS5, and I'm like, yo, I don't have time for that. I might get a chance to, I play at work
Right.
on my break, or I play in the shower or in the tub or whatever.
How you play in the shower?
In the tub
Oh,
or in the shower, like I sit on the shower floor. And,
you got a waterproof phone?
man, like all iPhones been water resistant since like
I
8 Plus.
I don't trust it.
You don't? I drop my shit in the water. Like my 8 Plus, it still work. That's the phone I got. I didn't drop that in the sink and in the tub so many times.
I don't trust it.
I do.
You gotta get you one of those.
I got one of them.
What you be on?
Nothing. It be plugged up.
That Smash Bros. is
I
my
made G
shit.
buy me one. Well, I not made him. I was like, no, yeah, get it. I'm going to play it. And I don't be playing it.
Smash Bros is my shit.
I think I got Smash Bros. too.
What's up? Let's get it. I'm not even okay. I'm about to lie to you and say I'm not that good. I be on that shit, but when I hop online, I get humbled. But when I play like me and you on here, I'm
You're
a dog.
victorious.
Yeah, but when I get online, I be getting humbled.
Nah, yeah. Call of Duty Mobile, I don't really get. I used to get humbled, but not no more.
I be seeing the little clips you be posting.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
why I was
no.
telling you to You should stream that shit. That shit's fun.
I be getting like super mad sometimes. Like,
fuck. Get you a little YouTube channel going.
Yeah, I might.
That'd be sick. I'd subscribe, fam.
Yeah, I definitely said I was gonna be doing that in 2023 though, cause I play and then I like make the little videos, and so I said I was gonna start watching it.
These red stripes going straight through me.
I try to drink like a half a gallon of water a day.
I'll be killing this. I get one of these, just keep filling up with the gallon. Oh shit.
I got like one of them 5-gallon things on my counter, and then I got a spout that comes out of it.
That's dope.
I bought it off Amazon for like $15.
Shout out to Amazon. Sponsor the pod.
Facts.
Shout out to Amazon for real. So, what were we talking about? I don't even smoke, and I still don't be remember shit.
Wait, hold on.
Let me see. I can go back and look at the
Damn.
gaming. We were talking about you gaming.
Yeah.
Do you? You said generational wealth earlier. Do you want children?
Yeah.
How many kids you want?
All right, so y'all, this is about to sound super morbid.
More. Oh, I love it. I love morbid.
But minimal 3, just in case one die.
Damn.
I had a brother that passed away, and he passed away my senior year in high school. So right after Katrina, we got here, kind of got settled in, and then my brother passed away.
How old was he?
30.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was my mama's first baby. She grew up with him because she had him when she was 18. So you know how that go.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I ain't have my sister, I'd be fucked up. I'd like double down. And I mean, my brother was awesome. And when I was in fucking elementary school, he was graduating from high school. Like we had an age gap in between us. So
how did he die?
Car accident.
Fuck.
He used to speed, and don't look sad.
No.
He was a cat. You know, like they say, cat got like 9 lives.
I see what you're saying.
That we was all at the funeral, like a wreck. You mean tell me you get shot in the head?
He got shot in the head.
A wreck? I'm talking about. You mean tell me you got a wreck before this wreck, like 2 days before? You mean tell me one time you riding in a car with no seatbelt on and you hit the, you know, like on the freeway they got that you getting off like an exit. They got the metal things and they got water in it.
Yeah.
He hit one that somebody had already hit. That nigga went through the windshield. That was after the gunshot wound. So I remember cleaning the gunshot wound, and then next to it, he had staples from going through the windshield.
Crazy.
That's just shit that I remember. My mama done told me stories like my mom and them grew up in a project.
Luck just ran out.
And like in a project is cinder block. Like back in the day, the project used to be cinder block. I don't know if you know how cinder block work, but there's no shooting through that. Shit just kind of bounce off. This nigga shot a gun in my mama's small ass cinder block bathroom. And my mama said the bullet went like
shit.
So like we was like a wreck. He literally had a wreck before the wreck, like a day before. So when they called my mama, like Ronnie Holmes just had a wreck. She was like, yeah, yesterday he had a wreck out here. And she was like, no, ma'am, he just had a wreck in Houston and he might not make it. I mean, he just had a wreck here in New Orleans and he might not make it. He died like before my mama even
holy shit
got there. So if I didn't have my sister though, I think I'd be.
How old's your sister?
She's 24. So we got a 10-year age gap. She's 24, I'm 34.
Right.
So
you had to hold it together for her.
And my mama.
Shit. Yeah.
Most of my mama. My little sister really don't even remember my brother like that. And I'm kind of a little jelly sometimes. Because she don't have that type of emotion toward it. Because, I mean, she was in... If we 10 years apart, I was in high school. I was a senior. If I was in the 12th grade, she was in the 2nd grade.
Right.
As a matter of fact, at all the funeral pictures, she was smiling. Not understanding the concept of what's going on. So she don't really have that. You know what I mean? But to answer your question, it'll be at least minimal 3.
Right.
If I'm gonna have one, I gotta have two more. But what I'm not doing though,
It was morbid, but then you explained it, and it makes 100. It makes perfect sense.
And if I have them, like I'm not doing like my mama. Like we not playing 10 years apart. Like we,
Pop 'em
y'all
out.
niggas going to school together.
That's what my cousin doing.
Y'all going to school together.
My cousin don't.
Bro, I would have loved to have went to school with my little sister, especially since she was soft.
What you mean? Oh, she
She didn't fight. Like my little sister just wasn't like that. I used to want to fight for her, and we was 10 years apart. I would have loved going to school with my sister.
Man.
So yeah, man, we gonna have them. Get ready. And I'm staying home with them.
Can I tell you a story?
Of course you can.
I was on a delivery for work, right?
Okay.
And I was delivering some alcohol or something, and homeboy, it was a nice ass pad that I dropped it off. It was a black dude. I was like, man, this is a nice house, bro. Like, stay up. Like, that's what's up. Do your thing. And he was like, yeah, my other house is better. And I was like, all right.
All right, my boy. Just take the compliment. Take the
Right? He was like, I was like, oh, well, yeah, enjoy your drink. And he was like, yeah, I don't even, what'd he say? He said he moved in here like a month ago or some shit. He started telling me all this stuff. And I'm like, my empathy sense it started kicking. I was like, oh, this man just trying to get something off his chest. Let me go ahead and listen. And he's like, yeah, we moved out of my last house because my son drowned.
Don't tell me
in
he
the pool.
came in this.
His son drowned in the pool. And I was like, fuck. Nigga, and I was like, I was having a great day. I was like, fuck. And there's a reason I'm telling you this. This happened in January, and I met him. We had this conversation probably like in May. So it was still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was telling me all this stuff, and then he was like, yeah, my daughter's in college, and she called me saying she couldn't do something, or she was complaining about something. And he was like, girl, you were at the top of the stairs when I was trying to resuscitate your brother. Like, that's when he said, you were at your lowest. He said, if whatever you're going through isn't that hard, you're going to be fine because you made it through that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and I was like, damn, that fucking resonated with me tough. Like, every time I think about complaining or something too hard to do, I think about my lowest moment. And if it ain't as bad as that, it's probably not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I never knew that shit that you just told me.
Oh, for real?
I never knew that. It's the first time. That's why you like, don't make that sad face. I was like, and I never would have known because you're so.
Man, my brother wouldn't have wanted that.
Right. That's real.
We typically some pretty positive people on my mama's side of the family. My daddy people, they're a little humbuggish, kind of ratchet. I love them though.
They're not together?
My mom and daddy, nah.
Nobody's mom and dad is together nowadays.
My mom and daddy split when I was in middle. No, I'm lying. I was about to lie. My mom and daddy split when I was in first grade, but she got with my stepdaddy when I was in first grade, and they just split up 2 years ago. So I was well off into adulthood,
right,
or whatever. But I'm surprised they stayed together that long. My stepdaddy was a savage. If you look up savage, it's that nigga picture posing. That boy is a savage. But we typically happy. My grandma didn't play that shit though. You gonna be positive. It's shit to be positive about.
Right. You ain't got nothing. You got, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It's too small.
Yeah.
Like this shit, you got nothing to worry about.
So even at for one, like at his funeral, we wore white. We ain't wear black.
That's live.
And if I could find some pictures, besides like, outside we look a little sad, but inside the funeral, most of the pictures we was laughing in them bitches. you would think
I was celebrating his life and talking
yeah,
about it.
like so it was that, and then like with clowns, so we was laughing at the shit that was happening, like the proceedings. My cousin up there can't read and shit. We like, who the fuck gave Tourette's something to read? Bitch, I don't know, bitch.
That'd be the funniest shit. And I
My grandma cursing somebody out on a mic. We knowing it's about to come. Had it about to curse her out. Cue the curse words. Like Beverly about to pass out. Her wig gonna fall off. It's just like we just having. We're just having. So that's probably why. I mean, but I had a period. This weight, or I like to call it the weight that I gained. But the size that I am now is solely from the depression from when my brother passed away, because my mama was sad and me and my mama tight. Like, that's my girl. And I saw her sad. So I just...
And that's hard.
So I just was making sure she was good. I would put on for my mom all day and then go cry in the shower.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And just eat my feelings. And she was like, I ain't even realized my child was depressed. And she was like, but looking back at it, you was fucking eating. I remember one time I was sitting there and I hadn't ate like them big ass burritos from Taco Cabana. I used to eat like 2 of them hoes at a time. I was just sad.
That's crazy you said that, because I gained most of my weight when I was in that relationship.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what people do when they. That's what I do. I'm not gonna say people, but that's a sign of depression.
For sure.
Overeating, not cleaning up, not taking care of your personal appearance.
Yep.
All that shit is signs of depression.
Yep.
So I was definitely going through it, but I felt like I couldn't, because my mama I saw her change, especially since we were so close. Like, my stepdaddy was in and out of jail, so me and my mama.
The one that was like this.
Boy, that's why I said that boy is savage. Listen, they got together when I was in, like I said, first grade. So I'm 34. They got together when I was in first grade. He went to prison then for like 5-6 years. Then he got out. He was good. Then he went to prison again for like another couple of years. And then he got out. And then we got out here. He went to prison again.
Damn. Was it street pharmaceuticals or what?
Just a little street pharmaceuticals, a little car tagging, a little wheeling dealing. Like, it don't, he's a career criminal. So me and my mama, I spent a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I saw her change. I just was pouring so much time into that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sad. I definitely was. And what it did to me in the long run is it hurt me so much. So it took me a long time to love.
Right. That's why you love so hard now, huh?
Probably so, because it took me a long time, because I was just like, nah, the pain I felt when my brother died, and then I lost a friend like directly after him, and I was just like, that's it. I was heartbroken.
Because it's like you love them so hard and you lost them. It's kind of scary to love again.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Like,
Right.
I can't put myself through that again. So I just was like, out of the whole 100, I'm gonna give you 75. I gotta keep 25 for this.
No, that's real. That's probably
Yeah.
that might be my problem too. I love so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
That when you no.
Like, I felt hurt. People die of heartache sometimes. I don't know if you've seen that. Like,
Padme.
Someone's loved one will die, and then like shortly after, their partner will die, and they die from like a heart attack or a broken heart.
Yeah, yeah.
I felt that shit. I felt that twice.
Did you get that reference I just said? Because if you did, you really my nigga.
No, what did you say?
Padme.
Like
It's from
Patty Manning?
Padme is from Star Wars.
I'm not a Star Wars nigga. I hate to.
You're breaking my heart, Anakin.
Star Wars, Star Trek,
Star Trek. is-
Big Worm, Big Tape.
Big Worm. Oh, Dune.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'm reading that book.
For real?
I just started reading it. Like, I'm almost done with that bitch. It's actually pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
I got a question, and this isn't on my thing. It's just kind of, what's up with? I mean, you don't have to have the answer, but I'm sure you have an opinion. Damn, you know what's crazy? You one of my only black friends that lives in America, except for Rollo. Okay.
Where the rest of them live at?
My boy Jay live in Dubai.
Jay living.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Jay.
Hey, that's my nigga. He came down like what, Thanksgiving time. I got him on the pod. You should definitely check his episode out. Shit's
Jay
definitely
Living.
interesting. And then my boy Javante, I guess I could holler at him about this shit too. But what's up with? It's probably not just black parents too. It's probably Hispanic parents, but they don't acknowledge like
Depression.
in their kids.
Go, you talk to Jesus, boy.
Exactly.
You better
Boy,
talk-
you're not depressed. You fine. Like, what you got to be depressed about?
But you know what's funny? My mama, she has a master's degree in social work, but her profession is mental health. And I just told her maybe like 2 or 3 months, like her job is getting people in therapy. I'm like, you do that for a living, but you walk around with so much trauma, like you need
Right.
therapy. That nigga looked me dead in the eye and was like, my therapy is Jesus. I'm on the phone with therapy right now. I got on the fucking prayer line. I'm like, man, if you don't.
My cousin's a therapist, and she said she's depressed.
Yeah, that's
Like,
not a thing in our community.
These therapists are fucking depressed. That's why I don't really kind of believe in therapy.
Listen, I don't. Why would they not be? They hear people problems all
It's all
day.
negativity.
Hell no. My mom would be like, you could be a good therapist. I don't want to hear that. Like, that has to be draining.
Yeah, I talked to my mom about that recently. Was it recently? It doesn't matter when it was, but we had that conversation, and I was like, yeah, I think I was, but I didn't realize it until I got older.
Yeah.
That I was like pretty fucked up in the head. Like you said, I fucking buried myself in, like we talked about earlier, in creating. You know what I'm saying? So I never really let myself feel that shit. I never really actually what kind of unlocked it and helped me work through it was mushrooms.
This man been trying to sell me much. How long we been talking, though? What the time see?
But no, it's 2 hours. We've been on here.
We've been on here for 2 hours. He been trying to sell. Whoever's selling the mushroom, he's the spokesperson.
That's what somebody said in the last.
I'm like Kevin Hart, man. I'm not doing it.
I feel you, but like seriously, like
That boy said, I feel you, but
it really helped me. And there's also been studies that it helps with depression and addiction. So there's been studies.
I've heard mushrooms help with a lot of shit. This boy I'm talking to, he said mushrooms help him with he used to box at a really young age, and his memory was off. And he said the mushrooms, microdosing them,
it's crazy.
it helped him with his memory.
I've had fucking memories. I think I talked about it. I don't really listen to my own podcast.
What?
I really don't, because I feel like I was there. I don't really need to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But sometimes I will, because I was like, man, there was some funny shit said on that hoe.
I gotta play that back.
You know what I'm saying? I actually need to start listening to them, because I want to start making clips to post and shit. But
I kind of got Kanye West syndrome. Even if I leave a voice note, I go back and listen to my shit.
Don't be listening.
Did I say that? I'm funny.
So I probably. I probably need to go, because I probably repeat myself a lot on here. But I had a fucking memory on shrooms one time, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I even called my mom about it the next day. So I'm gonna tell you. My mom brought me to this fucking place, right? And she said they said bring your favorite toy. So I brought like my Sting. I had a Sting toy.
Okay.
And he was like the main character in all of my Toy Stories. Oh.
Okay.
That I would play with. But I remember I was in this room with a bunch of kids, and all those kids were off. I just remember they were just off. You know what I mean? Like they were like special.
Your mama was trying to get a check?
Either that or actually I talked to her about it, and she just said that I was a very special kid and she needed help, and that was not the right help that she needed. Because I remembered this on the mushrooms, but there was like a glass, like one of those two-way mirrors. And I remember then they were like, all right, just go in this room, play with these kids.
You was looking at
like, why the fuck am I here? But you know what? I never remembered that until
the shrooms.
Until I had that mushroom trip, and I was like, man, I even hit my mom up the next day. Like, did you think something was like wrong with me when I was a kid? And she was like, why did you say that? And I didn't say like I was on mushrooms, and I didn't say all that.
I had a dream.
But I was like, I just had a memory of you bringing me. That's what I just told you.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, she felt like she wasn't doing something right with me.
Okay.
And she reached out for help, and then she said that wasn't the help I needed.
She was like, wait, hold on. I said he needed help.
And partly that toxic motherfucker had to do with it too. He couldn't deal with me, and his whole thing was just beat his ass. That was his whole thing.
No, we're not doing that.
So that was his whole thing. So they went and tried, but that was a memory I had.
Yeah, he said
mushrooms.
he did mushrooms. He like microdosed every day for a couple of years, and it helped with his memory. He used to do like full contact boxing when he was
those dudes
7, 12 and shit.
Damn.
So even now, when I ask him a question, I watch him load. It's funny. I'm not gonna.
No, that's real.
Yeah, I watch him like really compute it before answering.
I do that now, and I don't have head trauma.
Or he'll tell me the same story multiple times, and then about like the 4th time he told it to me, and I'm like, you told me this already. And he's like, I did. I'm like, yeah, I just be letting you rock though. You might tell me a different part that you remember.
You know who does that? But I don't think it has anything to do with head trauma.
Who?
Young G. He be telling me.
Nah, that's that gas.
I used to tell him he told me that, but now I just let him live.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I never told it. He told me he used to do full contact boxing, and I was like, I'm surprised you don't have fucking cauliflower ears, because you box.
That's wrestling.
All that, like he did all that as a child.
I used to wrestle. Thank God I didn't get that fucking.
Yeah, so I watch. He'll tell me something, and then maybe like a month later he'll tell it to me again, but it's like a different angle, and I just be
You
like,
sure? Does he be on that gas?
Probably so.
It might be the gas.
It might be the gas. No, nah, he really into like he still like kind of is into boxing still. So I'll be like, oh yeah, you told me this.
Man, those guys, man, they get beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I could date somebody who actively boxes, because I'm gonna try to hop in the ring. My man.
I think that, and Mike Tyson said it. I think instead of giving them the opioids and the pills they give them to fix that shit,
yeah,
let them smoke.
Yeah,
that shit'll fuck you up even more than pills and all that shit.
Smoking and probably mushrooms. Like I said, I don't have no problems with the shrooms.
Yeah,
it's just not for me.
And like Tia,
I'm too goofy. I'm gonna have to go to sleep.
Tia, no, you won't. You won't be, I no, you won't, because your brain's gonna be on.
No.
And the thing about shrooms is, yeah, you're right. Because in the last interview I had this exact same conversation. You know how when you do shroom or when you drink or you smoke, it's to suppress.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm stressed out, I don't feel like dealing with it, I'm gonna smoke. Shrooms is like, nah, nigga.
You about to deal with this shit head on.
You about to, and even then, like, oh, hey, remember this? Remember this from, I bet you didn't remember, but this is partly why you're depressed, and we're gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And it's kind of fucked up to go through while you're going through it, but then afterwards you're like, see?
I can't think of I wonder what'll come to me.
Something that you haven't dealt with.
I can pinpoint 3 things when I think about like something that possibly made me depressed or something that just like totally crushed my world. And that would be my brother passing away, and then my friend passing away, and then some other shit.
But you can point at it and tell.
Yeah, that's it though.
So you're gonna have a great time on mushrooms.
Yeah, I told you that. I don't want to do it. I know I can pinpoint the 3 things when I think about.
So you don't really have anything suppressed
that
you can think of. Well, of course you can't really think of it as suppressed, but
no, I'm telling you. So luckily for me, because I talk to my friends now, and I'm like, yo, that's so sad. And in hindsight, looking back at it, especially like in black households, I'm like, even though my dad was a clown and he just wilded the fuck out, my mom always made sure like it was emotionally stable and I had love and I was well rounded. So I don't have like trauma, right. Like childhood trauma. My childhood was lit.
That's what's up.
And my childhood was lit as fuck. When I can think of trauma, I can only think of 3 things.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good that you can. I mean, it's not good that you. Excuse me. I'm not saying it's good that you went through those things, but it's good that you can pinpoint those things.
Yeah.
And that you can you can say, would you say you've dealt with those things?
So the debts, I can say I've dealt with those. So the first thing, and one of the other things would be, I lost my virginity, and I thought we were gonna be forever, and then like the next day, he pretend he ain't know me no more. The fuck? And like we dated for like 2.
How old were you?
I lost my virginity when I was 21. We met.
Damn.
Hey, man,
You a
was
different
a
breed,
bloomer.
fam.
It wasn't on purpose. My mama didn't fuck around. I mean, I just wasn't looking for it either, but my mama didn't. But we dated like directly after high school. So from high school to 21. So I just was like, yeah, this is it. And the day of, I'm talking about the next day.
So that nigga was just playing the character the whole time.
The whole time.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't get over that until I met G. I'm gonna keep it a bean until I met G. And
So was he so G was your last serious relationship?
So prior to
first serious relationship.
Yeah, so prior to G, after that I was just like, it's up.
Did you have a hoe phase?
Yeah, I had a whole phase. It didn't last long. Well, I was young, so it didn't last long. Y'all didn't know. Nobody knows how to fuck at 21, 22.
Nobody. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it didn't last long.
You don't get your stroke till like 28.
Yeah, it was short lived, but I didn't really have like a whole phase like that, right? I just was like Pokemon. Where the bitches? I want them all. Like where they at? Where the hoes at? I'm trying to collect every last one of you niggas.
I'm in my hoe phase now.
I had a whole phase after me and G split for a little minute. But
y'all were together 8 years.
Yeah, so I think I did pretty good.
You gotta see, like, was he really all that or not?
Was it really that good?
No, I feel that. I hate to bring it back to this, but you ain't fucked until you fucked on shrooms, fam.
I told y'all. You gotta fucking cue a commercial and put this nigga face with some shrooms.
A spiritual, amazing experience. Man. But hold on, but you can't just do that with anybody. So I feel that. You maybe whenever you meet him and he's like the one and you're married and stuff, that's the person you fuck on shrooms with. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the girl, I've done it a couple times now, but the first one was like an old friend.
Okay.
That I've known 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great experience because there was already that love. You know what I'm saying? But,
okay.
Hey.
Not doing it, but I hear you.
Never. Just don't close your mind to it. That's all I ask.
All right. I got you, fam.
Your mind to it. That shroom sex is different. You see me over here?
Look, my nigga having that shroom sex.
That shit's different.
He having flash. Let me text her.
You good?
How your mom and them?
She don't even live in Texas. That's the fucked up thing.
Damn, that'll always be the worst. I'm not gonna lie. One of the best sexual encounters I ever had. He don't live in Texas. It always be like that.
It's supposed to be like that because if it wasn't like that, we wouldn't get shit done, fam.
True that. We be fucking like rabbits. Yeah, we be fucking like rabbits.
You wouldn't get shit done, fam. All right, I got one last thing. This has been great. I'm loving this conversation. These red stripes helping too. This shit's good. I haven't had one of these in years. I think the last time no, that's not true. Me and this nigga Eddie used to kill red stripes. Excuse me. Let's talk about where are you at religiously? Are you religious?
I'm more of a spiritual person. First of all, I'm not one of them bitches who be rubbing rocks.
I got rocks.
Yeah, I'm not a rock person.
My bitches gave me those.
I know she did. The bitch gave you them special crystals. And is that a crystal pen?
It's a crystal pen. I use this bitch though, and you know what's crazy? Well, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But let me see if I can find it. the fuck is that shit at? There you go. Oh, maybe not. I don't know where it's at.
What you looking for? You looking for one of your special rocks?
Hell yeah. There it is. This thing right here, and this I went and bought myself.
Does that work?
So, this, I'm gonna answer that question. So these two rocks are supposed to help with creativity, and I forget what the other one is. I honestly think, and you know what? Look, this shit's crazy. Look, this is how I know they kind of work. You see how that hoe used to be all that same color? You see the little blemishes?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know they work. Because you're using them. So I wear those. I wear this when I write. And when I don't wear it, it's harder to write. But when I have these on, I fucking like black out and escape into my world and all this shit. But I honestly believe it's a placebo.
I think so.
I think that, like I said, like when I don't have it on, I have issues writing. But when I have it on, I can write for days. But it might be all in my head. It possibly is. But I think that everything that they say the rocks give you is already in you, but they bring it out. They absorb it. Like they make it come out of you. And the reason I say that is I used to have one that my homegirl gave me. It was beautiful. It was like a light blue. That bitch was fucking pretty as fuck. And it absorbed negativity.
Okay.
And I had that bitch by the bed. And after like a month, that bitch was fucking dull, gray. All the color was out of it. And she said, that's because you used it up. You got to get a new one. Because it already absorbed all the negativity it can't absorb. And I was like, that's kind of fucking crazy.
I can see that, I guess.
But I think it's all in you, and I think it just pulls it out of you. That's what I think that they're for.
I think it's most definitely in you.
Exactly.
It can't. I don't think the rocks put something there that is not. It's either in you or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more of a spiritual person. I done been to several different religious schools. I've been to a Muslim school. I've been to an African school. I've been to a Catholic school. I've been to a Lutheran school.
Wait. Like you went to school at these places, or you just visited these places?
I went to school at these places.
What is an African school?
So it was called Kuumba Academy. Kuumba.
Where?
All these schools are in New Orleans. The only
Okay.
school I went to out here was Westfield. It was also my first time going to public school.
And that was probably your worst experience.
Overrated experience. I hated it. As a private school Negro going to a public school,
I believe it.
Ugh, bro. At first, we didn't have a bus, so I never called the school bus. Bitch come giving us the bus schedule. I'm like, oh, we don't need that. Slide that on back away. I'm a car rider. Yo, I hated it. Everybody was excited. Not me. What are uniforms?
Right.
I hated it.
What was the African school uniform like?
So we wore dashikis and lapas.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, you know what?
I was gonna ask.
I got a picture. I might have a picture in here to give you, my guy. Let me see. Now, yeah, we wore that. It'll be up here at the top. We wore dashikis and lapas. So a dashiki, you know what that is, and then a lapa is just like a long African skirt that you wrap around. Let me see.
My Nubian queen.
We didn't say like the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States flag naturally because we were
Right.
So we pledge allegiance to the school. We were like pro-militant. I had dreadlocks.
What happened to the dreads?
I cut them off when we moved out here. My mama was happy though. Like she didn't like that part. I went there with a perm.
I had dreads on accident once.
How does one?
I didn't maintain my hair, and the curls just locked up.
I told you I was a tomboy.
That's not you.
That is me.
Nigga, that is not you.
That is me.
You cuh. Hey, real talk, you got to send me that, and that's got to be the cover to this episode. Real talk, man. That don't even look like you.
So look, when I started dressing like a girl, my daddy, he didn't know how to take it because like I was his mini him.
Mm-hmm.
So when I like started talking to boys and shit, he like get on the phone and be like, you know, Tia used to be Tim and all type of shit. Wait, hold on. Here's me in the wild.
In the wild. Hold on. How do you make all these Pokemon references and don't play Pokemon? Which one's you?
That one.
That don't look like you at all, fam. That don't look like you at all, fam. That's crazy. She said in the wild.
Bro, we was wildin'. Let me see that. I'm trying to find.
Hey, no.
So this was, you know what's funny about these pictures? That is Life of Christ Christian Academy.
Cuh.
That's where I learned all my bad habits.
So you said you're spiritual. Like, so what does that mean?
So I've been to enough I've been to enough religious schools to know that it don't matter what you want to call it. And no matter how you put a spin on it, it don't even matter who you decide the messenger is for God. Like, you believe in God, okay? Muslim, you believe the Elijah Muhammad brought the message. Christians, all right, Jesus brought the message.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even what I have an issue with is people that don't believe in nothing.
Right.
Like, you just
right. You only believe in the physical? Like, that's crazy.
Like, you don't believe in nothing. Like,
that's crazy to me.
That shit crazy. But, so that's what I mean when I say I'm spiritual.
But even if you don't believe in nothing, but you still believe in being a good person, like, that's still, like, God kind of working through you. You know
True
what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
yeah.
Or you don't have to believe in it, but you still. I'm just so happy you said that, and I hope all of y'all hear that. Oh, it looks like the camera might have went off. We might have went too long, but it's cool. It's all good. I've still got all the audio.
Okay.
I hope everybody who listens hears that, because that's all I preach. It's like, from what I've studied and from what I've witnessed, it's all the same.
Bro, it's all the same.
Just love and be kind to one another.
All of the principles at the end of the day is do the right thing.
Exactly.
Even like the 10 Commandments. Like, even if you take out the razzle dazzle, because I feel like a lot of the Bible's some fire stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, the stories are fire.
Right.
But they're stories. Exactly. I think the important parts of the Bible are the 10 Commandments out of everything. And I mean, they do have prayers in there that you definitely can turn to when you need, you know, a pick-me-up, or you feel like you need some words for protection, because it's evil out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the important parts of the Bible, which I feel like the 10 crack commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. I mean, like,
let me see if I can find this conversation I had with this female. This female who I'm
trying to find this picture of me and this goddamn dashiki. You know what's crazy about Kuumba is it was such a small school. Me and my sister went to school together, and we 10 years apart. Damn, I take a lot of pictures.
Okay, so here we go. This is a chick that, like, I thought about getting in a relationship with. Like, we were close.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we had a lot of history, and that's my nigga. She's still my nigga. I still got love for her. Shit.
But what happened?
She asked me, I've been thinking about this question for a hot little minute, but a while back, you told me that you accepted Christ in your life. And I was like, I said that?
That don't sound like nothing you say, but okay.
I said,
continue.
So I pretty much said, I've accepted that there's a higher power and that there are forces of good and evil. I've studied different religions over the years, blah, 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 blah. They all have the same message. Be kind to one another, spread love, not hate. So that's how I'm trying to live. I've definitely become more spiritual, blah, blah, blah.
But wait, a bathroom break before we...
Oh, for sure. So, let me see. Spread love. Don't fall for the temptations, because that's the devil. That's what I was just telling her how I feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel. I feel like we're put here to love each other, help each other. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point of most of the stories, right? So let me see. She liked what I said, and then she says, a small part of me feels bad because when you told me this back then, she was in a bad place with God. But now that she's in a good place, she says, listen to this. I truly care about you, Jared. But your beliefs as far as God being in many forms is false. There's only one true God, the creator of this universe. He sent his son to die on the cross for us.
So she's a Christian.
Yeah, so we can truly be free. No other religion teaches this. You've known me for so long. Da, 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 da. That's pretty much it. Pretty much said, fuck everything you just said, you're wrong. And you're going to go to hell if you don't believe in what I say. That's not what she said. But that's what I...
I mean, but yeah, because...
If you don't believe in what I believe, you're going to go to hell.
Yeah, that's how I took that.
But then she said, what'd she say? Doing good isn't what gets you there, and the truth being told apart. Pretty much said, you even being good doesn't get you to heaven. He loves you, Jared, and he wants. She pretty much was like, I love you and your soul, and I hope that everything turns out okay. Pretty much.
So if being a good person and doing good
won't get you to heaven.
Won't get you to heaven. Then what will?
That's what I said. I said the same shit.
Not like what will? No, for real.
I don't know.
Did she?
She didn't go into that.
Nah, you can't say that.
Pretty much accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior is what gets you into heaven. If you, I'm guessing if you die and show up at the gates, they'd be like, "Oh, your name ain't on the list, bro."
Oh, because you know what I dislike about Christians is
closed-minded Christians.
What I dislike about closed-minded Christians.
There's no camera anymore.
What I dislike about closed-minded Christians is the fact that they judgmental.
Exactly.
And your Bible definitely says, "Judge ye not." It says that shit over and over. It should be the tagline.
Right. Jesus was kind of a
King James
hippie.
- Judge ye not.
Exactly. He's kind of a big ass hippie.
I mean, yeah. Your prime story is he turned water into wine.
Right.
And they had a big ass dinner.
Right.
And he looked stoned in the picture.
That nigga was pretty much on tour with his boys. So that's partly why I don't really even holler at her no more. Oh, let me see.
So here's the class, right?
I'm not even gonna be able to tell you.
But this nigga right here is Matt in the green and white dashiki. That picture is super. What year is that? 2000 what? It says it at the bottom.
2005.
There you go. That was right before Katrina.
2005. I was in the 6th grade.
I was a junior / could have been a senior in high school. So I'm in the green, and then like I said, the school was so small. Me and my little sister went to school together. So
you don't look nothing like that.
She is. Where's the palest person in the picture? That's my little sister.
The palest person.
Nah, she cocaine white.
Man, but I 100% agree with you. Like, if that's God, I don't want to follow. As fucked up as that might be to say, like, if that's God, like, if he's up there, because I think I've said that on here too. I don't think a God, a supreme being, is as involved with us as we think he is. I don't think he's sitting here like, you know what I'm saying, looking at his magnifying glass.
All the stupid shit we do.
Yeah, for real.
You think that man got time for that?
The shit I think and the shit I say, he made me this way. Bars. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has free will. You know what I mean? You know right from wrong. And if you choose to do wrong, then there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Whether it be you're making the wrong choices, or I don't know, you're a psychopath or a sociopath or some shit. But just to be like, oh, you don't believe in Jesus Christ? No heaven for you, my boy. That's crazy.
It's crazy how quick people switch up. Like, I was smoking blunts with this girl. Me and this girl was in this room butt naked playing Super Nintendo after we was fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about may the Lord have mercy on your soul.
Now she's And I'm not saying like that's great for her. Now she's celibate and she's not giving it. She's not having it until she's married again. That's
That wasn't for that.
she did what?
That wasn't for that. It was just delayed cough.
I just feel like people like switch up. Like I don't think that's what God wants. God wants you to be yourself and do what makes you happy.
Right. Like, as long as it's within the moral reason. That's what I feel. If fucking animals make you happy, God ain't with that. I'm here to tell you he's not in the vibes. I'm here to tell you he's not in the mix of that. You know what I mean?
But if you want to, and like, we wasn't in here doing no satanic shit. We was just enjoying each other's company physically and spiritually or whatever you want to say. Smoking and fucking playing Mario Kart and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep saying fucking, but I'm not trying to pause after that. Playing like we were happy. We were that. I feel like that's kind of spiritual in itself. Just two people enjoying each other's
Just
company,
time, yeah,
and doing and smiling. And that'll never happen again because of this conversation. And it's partly because of me, because I was like, okay, well, thank you for caring about my soul. Like, that's a whole nother, like, only my mom and grandma care about my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that, but I kind of don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I'm good on you, man.
like, you about to just condemn me to hell just because I don't believe what you believe in? You know who else does that? I'm pretty sure I've said that on here before. That's how the motherfucking Al-Qaeda and shit thinks.
Facts.
You don't believe in what I believe? Infidel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. We don't want to have a discussion?
Like, damn. Like, I think
that's that
Buddhism's
dictatorship
dope.
shit.
Buddhism's dope.
Buddhism, I've looked a little bit into it. And that's what made me, that wasn't what made me realize. But at that point, I was just like, man, it really don't matter what spin you put on this shit.
Right. Just be a good fucking person.
All y'all is preaching the same.
Exactly.
Preaching that same
You're
shit.
just telling different stories.
It's different stories.
Different main characters. Just different main characters.
So yeah, man.
Even I've said this on here before, but I want to get your reaction. Even anime could be a sort of religion. Because like you said, the Bible's just a bunch of dope ass stories.
Fire. That's
what anime is.
Bro, come on. Don't look back or you gonna turn into stone.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I think that the
burning bush.
You telling me
that boy was high.
Exactly. I think people need to stop taking it. People take the Bible, I don't want to say seriously, that's not the right word. Literally. They take everything literally, but like, what if you just look at it metaphorically?
What if you look at the meaning?
Exactly.
Yeah, like what if you really analyze it? What if you use your critical thinking,
right,
and break the story down?
You telling me this? Nah, that bush wasn't talking to him. He was burning a bush and heard some shit talking to that nigga. You telling me you throw a nigga in a fucking ring of hungry lions? That nigga gonna get 8.
Facts.
8. There's no. I'm sorry.
I don't care who.
I'm sorry. What was the other one? Homeboy got thrown into a pit of fire and he came out unscathed.
Bro.
Like, okay, let's take that metaphorically. Let's not take that to heart.
You know what we talk about? Me and my homeboy, like, cause me and him both went to Catholic schools, and I don't know if you've ever been to. You go to church during the weekday, multiple times, especially Catholic schools call it mass. So, and you have like Bible study and shit. So we know Bible stories to the T. So he did something, and I was like, Judas. And that nigga, I was like, would you like to be Peter? And then he was like, you know what's funny about Peter? I'm like, what? That Jesus told him he was going to be a hoe ass nigga? And he was like, nah. Because when you think about it, that's what happens. Jesus was like, say, bro, it's going to get real. And you gonna denounce me. And Peter was like, nah, Jesus, you my boy. I would never gunner you. I would never turn state witness. Jesus, you my guy. You turn the water into wine. You picked up my tab at the dinner, remember?
Right.
Jesus was like, listen, my nigga, I know it.
He said, I seen it.
I ain't even gonna hold you. That's just like present day. The Bible is just stories that you apply to your current time. It's not literal. I don't think it's literal at all. How important do the fuck you think you are to talk to God?
Right.
That's how I feel. I feel like Jesus or whoever created Jesus is a bold motherfucker to say, oh yeah, he was talking to God, getting all the story. Like, all right. That's wild.
I feel like if you do talk to God, it's for you.
And only you.
And only you. And what he's telling you only kind of applies to
you,
you. My nigga. Because what he's saying to me don't got
nothing to do with you, brother. Why would God be like, hey, and when you done, tell him I said this.
Like, this is an all-powerful being. Why he got to talk through people? He just be like, he just show up in the sky like, hey.
Hey, relay
niggas.
this message.
Hey, little niggas.
Hear ye.
He wouldn't be like, hey, what do you say? Hey, okay, God told me to tell y'all. Like, I don't think
like the disrespect. Because God's so scary. Like,
right. I mean, First Testament, God's scary. That nigga.
No, I mean like timid.
Oh, right.
So like, I don't really like to talk to a lot of people.
He definitely not timid.
I'm really not big on crowds. I have anxiety. So can you just let them know?
Like, come on.
Man.
And no disrespect to anybody's religious beliefs. I definitely don't want to make it sound like that.
Right.
Whatever you hold on to that makes you be the best version of yourself, by all means do that. But however, don't all of a sudden start judging other people. Like, that's whack.
See, that mentality, that's perfect. Like, I'm going to believe what I believe and you believe what you believe. But the closed-minded Christians be like, nah, what you believe is bullshit. What I believe is real. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And I don't care if I offend anybody. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, man, but that's not really so that's called, it's primal. So that's not just Christians, because I work with I work with some primitive Baptists.
Right.
I didn't even know what that was until I started working at this job a couple years back.
Baptist, I never heard that.
Yo, they wild. They'll kick you out the church if you divorce your spouse. So I'm like, how you just gonna turn the nigga away from like, no more God for you? Like, that's cool. But yeah, they do. So
you unhappy and you try to change something in your life, you're going to hell.
So this man, this guy in my church, he's a primitive pastor, and one of the church members cheated. He's like, the Bible says thou shalt not commit adultery. I'm like, all right, facts. You got it. He's like, so if in their religion, if you cheat and then you decide that you no longer want to be in the marriage, you also have to leave the church.
I didn't know that's what it was called, primitive. I didn't know that, but that's crazy.
So just because you cheated and you decided, you know what, I'm cheating on you, I need out of this. Also, don't worry about this congregation no more.
They kick you out the church too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, out of.
So what about the cheater?
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying you said, so if this person cheats on this person and this person decides to leave this person.
Who cheated?
The red stripe cheated.
No, so the red stripe cheated on the lighter.
Right.
But then the red stripe decided it also wanted a divorce.
Okay.
You're ousted.
But what if the lighter wants
I
to
never
leave the red
asked.
stripe for cheating?
Maybe that's a go.
That's
petty.
And that's just gonna make me keep cheating. Straight up.
Until you leave.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like some primitive Baptist.
I don't think that's what it's about, man. Like you said, we got free spirit. Like, it shouldn't be all these ultimatums
at all.
That's why I like Buddhism, because there's not some fucking almighty thing in the sky telling me how to live my life.
Oh, no sky daddy?
Yeah, it's just your happiness and your enlightenment is up to you. That's why I like Buddhism. Like, Buddhism it seems like, from what I've seen, it's just a bunch of stories from someone who's found happiness. And it's just like, this is how I found happiness.
Okay.
This is my shit. This helped
my journey.
This helped me. You can apply it to your life, but you don't have to.
Ultimately.
But ultimately, your happiness is on you. That's why I like Buddhism. You can choose to be happy. You can choose not to be.
I mean, but duh. Not saying duh, but like facts.
No, duh. You're right.
Like duh.
I think if religion used correctly, it's just like you said, it's a guide.
But religion is never used correctly. It's a tool for control.
You know, I like to bring up the Salem witch trials. All them women got murked because they were smart, because they knew how to read.
Bruh.
Like, that's not godly.
The foolishness of it all.
And then they would drown them, and if they what was it? If they died like on their back, they were witches. But if they died on their stomach, but they're dead.
But I'm getting ready to say, at that point though, you didn't kill them. So now what?
Like so many people have been murdered in the name of God, and I don't think God's probably like, whoa.
Hey, I ain't say. hey, man, somebody get these.
Are you out of your damn mind?
No, facts. No, God is definitely somewhere like this is not what I intended.
Exactly. Like back to the old girl, like a whole friendship got ruined in the name of her God.
All in her doing.
I'm dope. I feel like if you have me in your life, that's what's up.
Yo, I just told somebody that today, me and my homegirl, we were talking about reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm only going to tell you one time about reassuring me because I know that I am a pretty awesome person.
Right.
I'm not going to try to force you to see that. Either
Right.
you going to see it or you not. And if
Exactly.
you're not, I'm not about to be fucked up about it. Obviously, I wasn't for you if you don't value what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
So I got to dip.
That's something I've learned in my single
And
life.
your single life of red flags.
I'm dope.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to just give my energy to anybody. Some people don't deserve it. But if I feel like if you, and this might sound pretentious or whatever, but some people are not deserving of your energy.
No, they're really not.
But I'll give you a chance. But like you said, you got one time.
Yeah, and I'll even give you the benefit of letting you know, like, hey, yo, I'm really not feeling X, Y, and Z. And I'm also going to ask you, like, yo, is there something that I'm not fulfilling, or is there something that you think is missing, or like we good here? Because I want to know. I don't want to be oblivious to, oh, I'm good and you not. Because like you said earlier, you were depressed because she was depressed.
Right.
And nobody noticed.
Right.
And I think that's so unfair. So I'm always checking, like, you good? You good?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm telling you what I need and you not reciprocating that, I'm definitely not about to argue with you about it. That's stressful. That's cancerous.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that. I'm about to dip.
Ooh, brought it
Step back full
around.
circle.
Oh,
okay.
shit. I think that's the note. I think on that note.
And we're done.
Tia, thank you for coming on Recognize Real. Finally.
My bad, dog.
No. You know what? It was meant to happen now.
Okay.
So it was perfect.
Bet.
And I'm definitely gonna have you back on here again.
I'm gonna come to this.
Because this was fun. We got in like an hour and a half before I even got to any of my questions.
Bet. I
And
had
I
a
only
good time.
had like 3 questions because we talked, man. Like, I'm glad you had a good time. It's your first podcast?
My first podcast. The level of professionalism. My boy bought me some Guinness. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you take them too. I didn't even know this was sitting right here.
I did too. I was definitely touching it while you was gone. And I was like, oh, that's real. Anybody else invite me to their podcast, I'm going to need Guinness. That's just the standard now at this point. That's in my contract. Like blue M&Ms.
Blue M&Ms?
Yeah, like, you know how like...
What's that? Is it the almond?
No, but you know, like just in general. Like SF2 one time they did a...
Oh, only blue M&Ms.
Yeah, like they did a concert back when Gucci was hot, right before Gucci went to jail.
That was my nigga back in the day.
They did a show with him and
Bring
his
3.
it was
One of the best mixtapes ever.
it might have been like 50 bands or something to bring Gucci. They paid it.
Damn.
And his contract, the nigga wanted like 17 pizzas. It was just, and I was like, oh, that shit's real. Like they really be on that.
What did he eat?
It wasn't even for him. It was just like, the niggas he was with. The crew, the security, the this, to that. But yeah, like they really be on that.
That's crazy. Okay, so we didn't get to talk about this, but I know you're a huge Jay-Z fan.
The biggest.
You
talking about that dude with the fake vinyl? Because I want to smack.
No, that was funny. I seen that. I'm gonna say this. I know you're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Are you about to say something about Nas?
That verse, no.
Okay.
That verse was just too long. On that God did, it was too long, and he lost me.
He does.
He lost me.
He does that sometimes.
And like Wayne's my favorite. Wayne's like, I think Wayne to me is like Hov to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he followed after Wayne. He lost me. It was too many bars.
It's too many bars. He does that sometimes. You know what I hate? When Jay-Z and Jay Electronica get on a song together, because it's just bar after bar after bar. It's no breaks. He do that sometimes.
Pick something for us to end it with.
Oh, I got you.
It's Liam.